It's going to live there forever, isn't it? That Rangers thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to change it. I just didn't have time.
Too busy playing with your laser sword.
Well, I mean, we're going to talk Obi Wan Kenobi, right? So
it makes sense.
Sure.
You should probably split your mask in half, though.
No, that's true. Here.
Yeah. Huge spoiler.
Yeah. There will be spoilers. I'm not breaking this mask though.
That's pretty cool.
I'll take that off. It
makes the noise when you take it off. That's awesome.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. So yeah, welcome to breathing thing too. I guess we could do a proper intro, right?
Yeah. So this is the full 42. Some of us are a little geeky, and we're going to be talking about Obi Wan Kenobi. We're going to play games and stuff first. So if you haven't seen all of Obi Wan Kenobi, you can still hang out with us until the end, or we'll talk about Obi Wan Kenobi. We'll warn you beforehand and say this is the part where you can leave if you haven't seen all 6 episodes. 6, right?
Yeah.
So 6.
Yes, please like and subscribe. Welcome, everybody. I also put on my Sith robe here, which doesn't really go with, Obi-Wan, but you could have had like some kind of hybrid thing going on at some point, right?
Well, like Darth Raven or Darth Malak have cloaks, and they have the mask.
And
you're like the whole outfit.
All Star Wars'd out, yep.
I just have my meeple, my Star Wars meeple.
Yes.
It goes with the whole baldness here too. Right?
If you do, for those that are interested, if you do a quick Google search on Christian Strain, you might come up with a photo of him dressed up as Darth Maul.
Oh yeah,
It's
which is one of the first images I ever saw of Chris, way before I knew him. But when I was first getting into Asking for Troubles, is one of my favorite games. That image came up. I'm like, oh shit, that's pretty cool.
I'll pull it up. My partner Aaron did the makeup for it. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
And I was surprised. I thought I would sweat all that makeup off too. And it was like we went to like this big like specialty shop and stuff and got really good makeup and all. Stayed on all day long.
Nice.
That's cool.
I couldn't even
remember you had the eyes too, right?
I didn't get the eyes because they came in a day late.
No.
In the mail, and they were prescription too, so they were yellow and prescription contacts that I could use. And unfortunately, no.
That sucks.
Oh,
I had them. I got non-prescription contact lenses that were the yellow and red back. When I was working at Blockbuster, and I used to wear them, and people would like lean in. You okay? Like, yeah. You feel all right? You feel fine. Thanks.
Here it is. Here, I'll share my screen.
Oh my God. Wow.
I have better images somewhere too, but yeah.
Yeah, the one that I remember, or the first one that I remember, is just a close-up of your head. You didn't have the saber in it.
Yeah, so it helps to... I actually had like a professional photographer stop me and take my picture, and I have those pictures somewhere, but I didn't know you were going to bring it up, otherwise I would have hunted it down.
Sure, that's fine. It's there now. It's a little Easter egg that people can go search for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a few years ago, but that was fun. And then I didn't think about all the stuff that I'd be doing at that convention. It was like a comic book convention here in Houston, pretty big one, but Comic Palooza. But I went to a panel with Patrick Stewart, and there I was just sitting in the panel looking like that, and Patrick Stewart's like looking around, and he's like, like there's a lot of people dressed up and stuff, sure, but you know, there's just like the devil staring at you, you know.
How long did the makeup take?
It really wasn't that long. It was maybe, I don't know, hour and a half.
That's not bad.
2 hours, maybe. Yeah,
Was
the
that
horns.
including the horns too, yeah.
Yeah, so we bought the horns, and you have to glue them on. which isn't a big deal whenever you do this. The worst part of it was I had to shave off the goatee. I don't like the way that looks.
Yeah, that's true.
So otherwise, I'd do it more often. I kept the nose ring though, even though he doesn't have a nose ring. It just felt right.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah.
Alternate Maul has a nose ring.
Yeah. So before we get into Obi-Wan and all that, hey Andrew.
Hey Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Didn't have a chance to send off that email to you, but I will. Before we get into the Obi-Wan and stuff, all that and all, we're going to play some games. I got this Star Wars trivia game.
Nice.
And it's man, some of the questions in here, I was like, no clue. Like they asked stuff that isn't all on screen.
Oh boy.
One of them was like, what was Aunt Beru's maiden name, or just crazy stuff like that. And then some of them are easier, but the fun thing, like this is cute. Like everybody gets their own lightsaber handle. So like I had Darth Maul, you could have, Luke Skywalker's, all that stuff. And then every question you get right is a little piece to it.
Oh,
and whoever completes their lightsaber first wins. So you got Luke, it's green. Even got a Mace Windu, purple.
Nice.
That was when we had Eric on the Frenemies games. Eric, he introduced us to a Yahtzee Star Wars. It was a 2-player, and it was Rey versus Kylo. And you rolled there was the pieces in front of your character, and you rolled Yahtzee style to match the symbol. So you needed 3 of whatever and 2 and 2 of whatever. And as you did it, you would chip away at like the what ended up being really a shield until you got to the character. So that was kind of neat too, to see something like that where the lightsaber is growing. That when you're kind of picking away at their shield. That's clever.
Huh. Never thought of a 2-player Yahtzee before.
No, it's right here. I actually have a game within reach. Look at that.
What?
I know. Oh, I'm gonna knock shit over though.
This robe is actually pretty comfy.
How are you not like sweating like crazy? It's hot.
Very airy, like it's thick material, but it's look at the sleeves, they're huge.
It's quite the wizard sleeve.
Yeah.
Oh, so your 2-player
Yahtzee. They're admiring your sleeve. So yeah, that's your force field or your shield. Or I don't know what they call it. Okay. Honestly.
So do you remove a piece when you like roll something? Basically, like it probably has. Nice.
Yeah. Fun. So as you roll, I mean, whatever you end up getting, you just chip away at it, and you're trying to get at the character, and then you got to roll. Like the character has symbols on there.
Yeah, it's a neat idea.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty neat.
I'd play that.
Yeah, like you need to roll whatever to chip away at those, and then you start chipping away, and you get to the character. Of course, the character currently has plastic over it that's taped, but that's what happens when you're live. This is what happens when you're live.
Yep, we didn't want to edit.
Pressure.
No editing.
By the way, check out the inside of this mask. Like they actually put all the wiring and stuff on this part.
Well, I mean, they should. It's not 1987, so everything should be pretty detailed.
Yeah.
So when you get through the force field and you get to the final character, the character's got the symbols on it. So
and you have to hit those symbols.
Yeah. So it's clever. It's two person battle Yahtzee. I guess it's good. I mean, it's a cheap thing. They're stickers on the dice, so it's not an expensive production, but it works for what it's doing.
Right. My guess is we aren't going to get as many people this time because some people haven't finished Obi-Wan, and the thumbnail basically says we're talking about Obi-Wan, right?
Correct.
But that's fine. They'll catch up afterwards. They'll want to see what we talk about and stuff.
That's okay. We're here to have fun.
Yeah. Before that, we're going to play games and stuff. So what is the game? Did you not like the drink you just had? Just made a face.
I don't want to talk about it. It's more. I planned poorly on my drink. So those that know, I have the same drink, except when we have certain guests on. I have the same drink every Monday. And when I went to go make it before the show, I realized that I did not have cold ginger ale. So it was a 20-minute quick freeze in the freezer, and it's not cold. So.
Did you put ice in it?
No, I don't have ice.
Oh, that would have fixed it.
Yeah. Yep. It would have. So it's like
Really
room
warm.
temperature liquor with slightly colder room temperature ginger ale.
And you were making fun of my drink.
Yeah, your drink's not a drink.
I'd much rather drink that than what you're drinking.
I am a big Twisted Tea fan, but it's not even. It's vodka. It's not even. I thought it was like the Twisted Tea Light that we had, which was god awful. Yours isn't even Twisted Tea. It's got. I mean, it is, but it's got vodka in it, which is just weird.
It tastes like iced tea. That's the beauty of vodka, is it doesn't taste like anything. So it tastes like iced tea.
Yeah, well, like a good Long Island iced tea should taste like iced tea. You shouldn't take a good bartender makes a good drink that doesn't taste like liquor at that point.
Right. But if I'm going to have Long Island iced tea, I'm not going to make it sober till the end of the episode.
Sure. But it's not a Twisted Tea you're drinking. Sorry, we're taking over alcohol talk.
That's how you get a good episode, right?
By drinking Long Island iced tea for 30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, that will kick my butt. But yeah, I sort of made up a game. You need something to draw on and something to draw with.
Shit. I knew that too, didn't I?
Yes, you were complaining about. Oh, hey, Mike, since you're back there, that Troubles game is upside down. You might want to.
Oh, is it? Yeah. No, it's not.
No, it's totally upside down. The green tongue, you can see that.
I don't believe that to be true. It should be hitting target soon. If it's not there now, it should be on the shelves.
That's where I'm pulling mine from. The first one.
It is in Target because I've seen posts about it on Twitter and Facebook and stuff.
All right. Something to draw with. Draw on, draw with. All right.
Yeah. This is going to be complete mayhem.
We're drawing caricatures of each other? Is that what's going on?
No. Even better. And so, all right, I'm going to explain the game. I'm just going to make the score track here.
Excellent.
All right.
Forgot the nose ring.
So, I just made up this game of, it's called What's That Cover?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Are we going to draw the cover?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you a game, and from your memory, you have to try and draw that cover as best you can. And I will give you 60 seconds to do so.
Oh, man. All right.
All right.
Do you have the game so we can compare like the real thing to what
here's the thing is Chris is really good at pulling up stuff on the screen. So I think I'm going to have him pull him up afterwards.
All right. I can do that. Board Game Geek. Let me get ready here.
Jeez.
And I will...
Of course, I won't pull it up until afterwards, but...
Correct. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Wait. You said 60 seconds?
Yeah. It's not supposed to be pretty.
Oh my God. Okay. You should make it like a minute and a half.
A minute's good. We don't want to torture each other or the people watching too much.
Oh, that's true. All right. 1 minute.
All right. So the first game.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to make a shout out later and I don't want to forget. Okay.
Splendor. Go.
Oh, fuck. Come on. Really? Looks like a skeleton.
Man, it's been a long time since I played Splinter.
I got my eraser. Oh fuck! I mean, how detailed are we doing? Like the letters and the box and everything? Or you want like main?
15 seconds left, so you do what you want to. I don't know. You do what you need to make it look like Splendor.
Oh my dear God! I'm going up against a graphic designer that does this shit.
I'm glad you said that because I forgot to put the word in there.
Oh great! Well, I'll shut up
time.
next time. God
Time.
damn it!
All right. Okay.
Should we look at the thing first? Here, let me type
Sure.
it.
Sure. No cheating. You're not allowed to add anything.
Splendor. No, I got it right here.
Yeah, you do. But there you go.
I'm not.
Okay, a little more.
Oh,
okay.
all right. I'm not that bad.
Yeah, a lot more. Here, let me share. All right.
All right.
So-
And what do we have from you guys?
This isn't that bad.
Okay.
Oh, I got you, man.
I thought he had a mask on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I got to give it to Michael there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know he was messing with the gym and all that stuff, and I knew he had the hat on. I thought he had the the
The cloak.
whatever they call it. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Or it looks
I
like
remember the eyes. That's all I remembered.
All right.
Yours
Oh,
looks
no,
like
it's
he's
not
ready
even-
to join Fight Club.
I know, it might look like a ninja. Okay, this
Hold
isn't
on.
coming off. Is this the right marker? I should have opened up that whiteboard. Just using my Sith robe.
Let me know when you're ready for the next challenge.
All right.
I think
Ready.
I'm good.
All right. Arc Nova, go.
Oh, come on. I don't know how it works.
What made you think of doing this?
I don't know. What was I doing this afternoon? Oh, I was working on my calendar, so I was looking at mosaics of board games. And that's at some point I thought, oh, this would be a fun game.
I don't know what one of those looks like.
15 seconds left.
Oh, come
Oh,
on!
man. I know. That's what I was saying. No way. Man, I don't remember. Oh.
And time.
Oh. Okay.
All right.
Wow. There's a lot to that cover.
Oh, I can't wait
I
to
really
see.
just wanted to. It's right here. I just wanted to. Wow. You know what's not on the cover of Arc Nova? A fucking arc.
Did you draw an art?
I drew part of a boat. Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I've never really looked.
But
All
it's
right,
about
so-
a zoo, not an arc of two
that's
animals each.
amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
Here's the cover.
Oh man,
So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit.
way off.
So, okay.
All right.
Wow.
Let's see.
Elephants and lions and birds and tigers,
Bears.
bears. Oh my. Okay.
Sure,
And the
yeah.
title being at the bottom. Okay, what do you have? Okay. All right. You have a lot of pears. There's no pears in there.
Yeah, I thought there were pairs because the
It's
art.
like just like Michael thought there was a
You guys
boat.
thought there was a fucking boat. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, they're so cute. Little kitten.
Sure.
We both
It's
have giraffes and elephants. And
You
there's
do.
no giraffes.
There's no giraffe.
There's no giraffe on it. We both have a giraffe and elephant.
Oh my god. Okay,
I
well, I
have-
gotta give it to Chris for the elephant.
Wait,
and
wait,
the
wait. I
lion.
want to point out. Hold on. I want to point out the turtle there. Look at the box.
Oh, that's a turtle?
There
I
is a
mean-
turtle.
It's a 60-second turtle. What
Do you have a tiger?
Yep.
Oh,
Is that a
I thought
tiger?
that was the body of the cat with the tail.
No, that's
But wait,
the,
I've got the birds though to even that out. Bird.
you have way too many animals.
Rhinos.
You have way too many animals.
What? No,
Yeah,
there's
but
like
you made up
1,
a
2,
boat.
3, 4, 5, 6,
I even
7,
did the
8.
circle though. I got the circle going on behind the animals.
There's 8. There's 8 of them. You have a boat. You have a boat. What are you trying to sell? Trying to take my point away.
Oh, this is so funny.
You
You
have a
probably thought of the game that was just on Kickstarter. What was it? It had
Noah's
to do
Ark
with
or Ark or something like that.
it had to do with like Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the boat was right there. Where's Noah? Somebody said, where's
Yeah.
Oh no, I think he's just asking. But yeah, I forget what the name of the game is. But it looks like that though.
I don't know why I thought they were.
The Flood. That's what it's called.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Hey, we have Chris in the comment. Chris from Charity Board Gamer.
Oh, hey, Chris.
Awesome.
Another Chris. Wow, the Chris's outnumber the Mikes today. Look at that.
So,
Ooh, that's
speaking of Chris, he gets the point.
Bullshit. I mean,
All right.
I agree.
All right. Well, since we're playing with animals here,
Oh,
We're
right.
trying to draw for new people. We're trying to draw from memory board game covers.
All right, ready for this? Isle of
super
Cats.
well.
Isle of Cats. Go.
Fuck that
I've
game.
never played that game. I don't even have a
Listen.
clue.
You don't know what the cover looks like?
No, I've never seen it. Don't even have a clue. I'll just
Just draw.
total guess.
How have you not seen it? It was the big rage.
I know, it was just one of those that just kind of passed me by.
I mean, it was so popular that one of your co-hosts, who doesn't really like cats, bought the game.
The rolling right.
Just
doesn't
Rolling
like
Right? You didn't buy the original?
No, way before I knew what the game. Can you stop? I have 60 seconds to draw cats here. Damn it! Trying to
I'm trying
distract
to
me.
even it out because he doesn't know what the game is.
I don't want to hear it. This is bullshit. I'm not gonna be able to do it because now I'm
And
talking
yes,
about.
Chris, we should all be at Gen Con. That is the plan.
Yep.
Chris was asking in the comments.
We will all be at Gen Con.
Time. And
Come on, give me a second because I was talking. You were distracting. Oh,
No,
whatever. Fine. It's a shit show anyway.
that's the point.
all right. So let me look up this board probably for the first time.
No way.
I've ever noticed.
I really hope you drew an island with like a palm tree and a cat on it. That would be great.
Oh, is that not what I should have drawn?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
not even
there is
close.
an island, but it's in the background.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, the letters. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
all right, what do we have?
I think mine looks better than the cover, honestly. Mine's an island that looks the shape of a cat.
Oh, that's so clever.
Which you're reimagining of what it should
Yeah.
have been.
Correct.
Well, I didn't know what it looked like, so
Yeah, that's closer. Yeah.
yeah.
Michael's gonna
Is that
do-
another boat?
Yeah.
It's the island.
It's another fictitious boat.
I like my island shaped like a cat as a cover better. That's not a very good cover.
Michael's just gonna put a boat in all of his
No
drawings.
offense to the
Doesn't
artist.
matter what game it is.
There will be a boat in every one of them.
Great.
All right. The next one.
Wait.
Hold on. Still erasing.
Wait.
I
I'm
know.
erasing.
This eraser does not work.
A lot of stuff to erase here.
All right. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Get ready. What are we doing next?
Dune Imperium. Go.
Oh, fucking really?
You have lots of time for what's on there. Just saying.
I don't know if I have enough ink in the marker for what's on there.
Well, you don't have to color in the sky. Like don't color in the dark.
You want it to be close, right?
Well, I want you to have pen left for the other drawings. And for this one, you will be rated in proportions.
Great.
15 seconds.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this is nope.
And time. All right.
Notice I'm not the one complaining throughout this whole thing. Let's see. I think it's a fun game.
I agree.
All right, let me pull up the. I got the proportions a little off.
Oh, yeah, I'm way off.
I'm trying to find a bigger picture. Yeah, there's a bigger one. All right, so it looks like that.
That's all it was.
Although that's not in the right language.
Wow.
I do want to point out that I've got 3 planets on the box cover.
Well, then you're wrong because that's 1 planet and 2 moons.
I've got 3 objects that represent some sort of sphere in space on my box cover.
All right, let's see what you have.
That's the English version.
Very nice. That looks like a cartoon, like a. Yeah, that's a little bit more accurate. Gonna have to give it to Chris on this one, but valiant effort. That was like, it looks like the cover of like a graphic novel.
Yeah,
I missed my calling apparently.
You sure did.
I wanted the English version so you can see I even did the the U and N and all that.
All right, stop bragging.
Also, there's a little hand on this moon that's important in the novel, and it's in the thing they actually put it. See, it's right here.
What?
There's a hand on the moon, right here. See?
No.
Yeah, I think I don't see it either.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to pull it. It's right here.
Oh, okay. That's a hand?
Yeah,
Just
it is in the
claw marks.
I believe you.
It is in the book anyway.
All right.
Okay,
Are
I messed up.
Ready for the next one?
Hold on, I messed up my browser somehow.
Definitely not ready.
Okay, let me. Yeah, I haven't erased anything. Too busy looking at moons.
You didn't have much to erase on that one.
Ready for this?
Yeah, I didn't fill in all of space. Okay,
I represented the box cover pretty well, I thought. It was all black.
I resized the browser. Okay, hold on. All right, good. Ready?
Ready? Sushi, go.
Oh, what? The
What?
what? I have no clue.
Well, you have a guess from the title.
I mean, I'm just making shit up at this point.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
I'm just putting elements and hoping they're on the damn thing.
15 seconds. Stephen brought up a good point. He says, draw a sushi boat.
I might. Isn't there an animal on the cover or something?
That's time.
Okay, whatever.
All right. I could just pull it right here
Sure.
on the screen. Oh yeah, that's not great.
Nowhere near.
Well, I got the right size.
You do. And the typo is pretty good.
Oh man, yeah. Just move on down the line with this one.
Can we see what you drew? Aw, that's cute. But I'm gonna have to give it to Chris.
Yeah, no boat.
Animal. I went with chopsticks, some sushi, the animal, and the name.
You could have done a sushi boat and still had the boat.
I got my boat.
Oh, it's at the bottom.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You see, it's my little 42 boat.
Oh,
Right.
that's so
Right.
cool. Very clever. All right.
By the way, I got Thunder Rolls in. Did you see the stickers?
I'm
Have you
so
got
aggravated.
Thunder Rolls
I don't
in?
have it yet.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
I have it in the other room. I should have. I'll do it once I decorate the cars.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Draw a sushi boat.
So for those that don't know, Thunder Rolls by it's
Renegade?
Oh, I just blanked. Is it Mr. B?
I thought it was Renegade.
No, it's not Renegade.
Thunder Roll. It is
I want to say it's Mr. B.
Mr. B. Yep,
Yeah.
you were right.
So they had a backer level that you could back and have basically sponsor a car. So however many months ago this was, we backed as the full 42, and we have stickers that you can put on, and it's in every copy of the game. You have the ability to make one of the cars in each game the full 42 car. So you paint the car, but then you got the sticker that says the full 42 and our logo that you can put on the cars.
I actually have stickers to go because all the cars come white.
Right.
And they have stickers to put on the cars to make them different colors and stuff. So I'm going to put mine on an orange car.
You could just paint the car before you put the stickers.
You could.
Although I don't know if the stickers would stick on the paint. You'd have to figure that out.
It depends on the paint you use. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Pretty
All
cool.
right.
You posted in the Discord, didn't you? About the.
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Next one.
Do I want to know the score? Is it like it's 5-1, Chris?
It's 3-2.
Oh,
You're
okay.
not that far.
See?
Okay. Ready?
Sure.
Chronicles of Crime.
Oh,
Go.
Oh. And we only have 60 seconds.
Yep.
The post-it notes.
Yep.
Don't give him clues.
I mean, there's no post-it notes. Oh, that didn't even line up. God damn it. Whatever.
This is fun.
Is there a desk lamp or something on? I have no idea what I'm
15
doing.
seconds.
Probably facing the other
And
way.
time.
All right. I don't have this game, but I have seen the cover of this one.
I have a copy somewhere. It might just be easier to show it now that I'm thinking about it. If I can find it. And I can't. So pull it up.
I got it right here. Yeah. 2018. Yeah.
Oh, there's a person on the. God.
The lamp is from my mosaic. That's why you were thinking the green lamp.
Oh, did you add a lamp to it?
I put, well, because I don't just do the cover. It's inspired by. So I went with like the detective desk with like the file on it and the magnifying glass, and I put one of those like typical green lamp. So that's probably why it was stuck in your head. It's because you've seen that before.
Hi, Alan. Bye,
Alan.
Alan.
All right, let's see what you drew. Oh, well
Damn it.
done. It's mirrored.
Just go with it.
Yeah, the
We
police.
forgot the guy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, totally, yeah.
All right.
That's the main thing I remembered. I knew I was looking at something on the wall, and then I remembered, well, I watch a lot of things where they do the murder boards or whatever.
Murder boards.
Yeah, that's what it's called whenever they put all the, well, I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what they call it in, what is that show, Castle?
Oh,
You seen Castle?
Yeah.
We've been watching that recently.
I love him. I think he's great.
There's I think it's the first episode of the second season, for Halloween, he dresses up as a space cowboy. and he's wearing the outfit from Serenity.
That's
like
cool.
The entire thing. Like he went and raided the studio and got everything. It's great.
That's neat. Did you see the Uncharted film he did to help promote like making an Uncharted movie?
Oh no.
He did basically what Ryan Reynolds did for Deadpool. Like I don't know if it was a film student or whatever, but they shot like movie quality of Uncharted, and he was Nathan Drake, and it was really, really well done.
Oh wow.
Oh, there you go. It is called a murder board.
There you have it. Hi, Dave. Okay, for your next art project, I'm gonna go with. Hold on, I need to pull up my timer. I want to see Santorini and go.
Oh my god.
What? Looks like nope.
I think somebody's audio just went a little weird.
Is it mine?
Yes.
What's wrong with it?
It went better. Oh man.
Yep.
This is
15 seconds.
Oh, come on. Stick figures it is. Whatever.
And time.
Wow. Oh, you do the box.
Okay, this one I have.
okay.
If I can find it. It's going to be the theme of the day. If I can find it. Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Right there, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Was that not what you drew?
Not really.
No?
Not exactly. All right. So I had them standing on a building.
Oh. That's inventive.
I feel better about mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got the whole island and everything.
Yep.
Yep.
Michael takes a
Good
point.
job on that one.
Yep.
Thank you. I had the male, female. They look dead, but I had them switched.
Yeah, I remember the male and female. I thought they were standing on the buildings. You'd think, because I worked on the Ragnaroks game that was done by the same designer, kind of based off of Santorini, but in Vikings. And you'd think I'd recognize that a little bit more.
I'm glad you didn't.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
So, I could not ask for this one.
Don't do it. Don't.
5 tribes. And go.
Oh, God. 5.
Oh, my God.
5 drawing.
What?
Just shapes and stuff.
The frig? I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't either, and I love this game.
I'm going to butcher the hell out of this.
Oh, man.
Person here.
Is there this?
Yes, Alan, you should definitely write on your calendar that Monday night is our show. Every night, every Monday. Because he said he would have, he almost forgot to watch us. If only he had a calendar to remember. And 15 seconds.
Come on! There's no way!
This is total guess.
Wow, and you're done early? Look at you. And time. Where's my copy? I just had, oh, it's right here.
My Lord.
Hold on. I'm just gonna take everything off the shelves here.
All right, what we got?
Oh, I'm spot on.
Oh man, that's a lot of people.
I mean, there's camels and stuff and palm trees, so it depends. It all depends on what you put
All
on
right,
it.
what you got, Mike?
Went for the simplistic approach, but not all that far off.
Sad face in the bottom left.
Yeah, I quit at the end. I couldn't draw. I wanted him to have the turban on his head. I just couldn't do it.
It's a valiant effort.
I like my camel. I thought my camel was good.
I only remembered the one guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to give it to Chris on this one, but it was a good try.
Yep.
All right. The next one will be easier.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
No?
No, because some like Isle of Cats should have been easy, but if you don't know it, I'm going to redesign the cover for Isle of Cats.
Well, I'm pretty sure you both know this one.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yep.
Sure.
And the board game is Dark Moon. And go.
Oh my Lord.
Little fun fact for those watching while you draw is we got to meet the artist of the cover of Dark Moon at Origins. His name is Bill. Very nice guy.
Yeah, Bill's awesome. Sorry, I'm drawing.
No, it's okay. 15 seconds.
Come on.
It was more like 13, but. And time.
All right. You have the game to show, or you want me to pull it up?
Yep, I have it. I'm gonna have to clean up after this.
You can put them back on the shelf. You don't have to.
I know, but then it's time consuming. Oh, look, somebody's copy.
Oh, nice. That's the one that Evan signed, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so that is. Oh, show it again. All right, so that is the little geyser flight. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Mike.
I think the only thing I got right was the location of the Stronghold logo.
Oh, okay. You showed a little bit more than the cover, but I like that you got the logo.
Well, I got the reflection of the creature too in the helmet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very true.
And the
think that's
terrified
cool.
look of that poor astronaut.
She looks like she's scared of the logo.
I would be.
What do you have, Chris? Oh, yeah, that's definitely closer.
The only thing is that you can't really tell it's the helmet. I didn't know it was that farther out than the helmet. But
So one of you went too far and one of you went too close.
Points for everyone.
Yeah, maybe I'll give points to both on this one.
I also had the logo at the bottom instead of top. So
But
The logo was at the bottom. Oh, Dark Moon's at the top.
Dark Moon.
yeah, that's what I meant. The logo of the game.
Gotcha.
All right,
okay,
I
I'm
give a
using
point to
the-
both just because it's
I'm
fun.
using the Sidious robe here to clean my whiteboard.
Oh, there you go.
All right, last one. Ready for this?
I don't know what that looks like. Yep.
Similar.
Is it? Let me
This is
see.
the last one?
Hold on, I want to see what
I
Godspeed looks
mean,
like.
I have more, but I'll stop at 10 and then we can.
Well, what's the point spread? Like, is it?
I'm not telling you because then you.
Oh, right. Yep. Godspeed looks kind
I
of.
don't want people to throw it or say, well, it doesn't matter, or
I mean, I'll just
do your best. Maybe this last one is worth 3 points. Who knows?
Oh God!
So we're 2
All right.
points away. Okay.
All right. What's the game?
The game is point salad. Go.
Oh. Someone vomiting into a bowl, right? Is that what the? Can we make as boring of a drawing? I don't even know what the cover looks like.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, it's very bad. I couldn't even tell you a food that's in the damn game.
That's a fruit.
I think that's a thing. I have no idea what else is in there.
Is this the thing? Oh yeah.
Lettuce.
Oh, there's lettuce. Is there? Okay.
I have no idea. I'm taking a shot. It's called point salad, so
Yeah, he might just be steering you wrong. Who knows? And time. Okay,
You should have done asking for troubles.
I don't have a copy of the game to show. Shocking.
Oh, okay. Let me pull it up here. Point.
Asking for troubles would have just been an asterisk.
I almost did asking for troubles and then Batman, the one you designed, because I thought that would be even, but then I thought it would be too easy.
I didn't realize I was still.
I think the Batman one is too easy, but.
Yeah, I'm way off. You should have had Chris draw Batman's cover and me draw Troubles cover.
Troubles, yeah.
That would be the tiebreaker. All right, let's show this shit show. There's no lettuce.
You put it all neatly in a bowl.
Yeah, as a salad would be.
Yeah, Chris gets the point here.
Yep.
Trying to see if I remembered all. Oh no, I left out the bell pepper. I was trying to remember all of them. I had the onion, the carrot, the cabbage, the lettuce, the tomato, but.
Well, the score is 7-4 for Chris.
Wow.
That was still really fun.
That was great.
Now we draw movie posters.
If it was me playing against Chris, I would have also lost. It's just because Chris is really good at drawing.
Now I'll have you two do movie posters.
Movie posters?
Every detail of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, go.
No.
No. Who pays attention to movie posters?
I have an idea. I'll tell you guys about it. Maybe we'll do something else. But I have an idea.
All right.
Man, that was good. That was well done.
Disney. Oh, you could do Disney characters. That is more of a drawing thing than a memory thing, though.
Mm-hmm. That was the thing. Is I depending on like how well you know the game. I figured, Chris, obviously is very skilled at drawing, but if you don't remember the game cover well, then you could still lose, right? Like,
yeah.
So,
like thinking a bunch of little Star Wars trivia cards.
Yeah, do it. Let's make.
Sure, let's do some. I'm gonna do terribly.
So there's 3 questions per card, and the answer's right here. So I can't participate other than ask you the stuff. But what I'll do is whoever gets the most answers on the card correct. Yeah, get something where you can write.
Okay.
Oh, we are writing? Okay.
The good part is that it's all multiple choice.
Awesome.
It looks like it's A, B, C, and D. So all you have to write is A, B, C, D.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and whoever gets to, let's say, 5 cards first, right? So that's basically 15 questions. unless somebody gets 2 right off the bat. Some of these are easy, some of these are hard.
Okay.
We'll see. Andrew's in there. We'll see if he can beat you guys.
Yeah, probably.
I'll leave a spot here for that, or anybody can answer in the chat. All right.
Oh, so should we? Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna hide the chat though. For now.
Oh yeah, hide the chat if you can.
Good idea.
All right. What did Jabba the Hutt receive as a birthday gift from Bib Fortuna? A sail barge. B, Salacious Crumb. C, Ula. Or D, the Rancor? This moment was not in the movies.
No? Well, can you pick stuff that's in the movies?
No. Some of it will be.
What did he get from Bib?
I have no idea. So
Good.
sorry, I'm just gonna write the letter of
Yeah, you can just do the letter. A, his sail barge. B, Salacious Crumb. C, Ula. Or D, the Rancor?
Okay.
You got it? All right, what are your guesses?
I'm going
I guess the answer is in his name. That's my guess.
I think it's B. I think it's the Salacious Crumb.
Salacious B. Crumb.
All right, and Andrew also said C, and you're all wrong. It's the Rancor.
Get out! Oh,
Yeah. I knew that because I integrated it into my RPG game at one point.
All right.
The group delivered it to Bib Fortuna.
All right.
Or where they were supposed to. But all right, next one. Which rebel officer detailed the need to deactivate the shield generator on Endor in order to attack the Death Star? Was it A, General Madine, B, Mon Mothma, C, Admiral Akbar, or D, General Dodonna?
Oh, I don't know generals' names. And I just watched that. Like, I'm terrible with names.
Question again? Which general did what?
Which rebel officer detailed the need to deactivate the shield generator on Endor in order to attack the Death Star? Is it A, General Madine, B, Mon Mothma, C, Admiral Akbar, or D, General Dodonna? All right, what's your guess? The answer is C, Admiral Akbar.
Akbar?
Andrew guessed A.
Oh, I beat Andrew in this question?
You did?
Oh.
And that was in the movie.
Yes, it is.
No.
I really wasn't sure because I'm terrible with names.
Mothma and Dodonna seemed too important to make a claim like that.
Well, Mon Mothma started talking about it. You know, many Bothans died to bring us blah, blah, blah. And then she said Admiral Akbar, and he comes in and fills in they show the shields and all that stuff.
Okay.
All right. Third question on this card. If you tie it, you'll both get the card. If she gets it and you don't, she'll get the card.
Wait. So, hold on. If we both get it, we both get the card?
No, there's 3 questions on here. So you've gotten one of them. If you miss it and he gets the other one, you'll both get the card.
Right, okay, yeah. Gotcha. So if I miss and he gets it, we both get the card.
Who gave the order, move the fleet away from the Death Star toward the end of the Battle of Endor? Was it A, Lando Calrissian, B, Admiral Akbar, C, Mon Mothma, or D, General Madine? Also in the movie.
Can you repeat the...
Yep. Who gave the order, move the fleet away from the Death Star toward the end of the Battle of Endor? Was it A, Lando Calrissian, B, Admiral Akbar, C, Mon Mothma, or D, General Madine? Or Madine. All right, let's see.
Is it A?
You say Lando. You say General Madine. It was, in fact, Admiral Akbar again.
Ah, damn it. I was like, it can't be the same guy.
But you got that, so 1 card for Katia.
I get the card.
What did I say? First to 5? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, next card. How many pilots does an AT-AT require? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 5?
Is this a trick question? Pilots, because pilots, co-pilots.
That's all I have on here.
What are the answers again?
So I actually said it out of order. I don't know why they did this, but A1, B3, C2, and D5. All right, what you got?
I went with 2. Yeah.
Both of you did C, and you're both correct.
Woohoo!
I mean, there's a pilot, co-pilot, but
Andrew got the Admiral Akbar one on the last card too, so
nice.
You're tied with Andrew.
Yeah, and you got that one.
And he got that one.
I mean,
who got 2?
It's tricky though because you got the pilot, co-pilot.
What?
There's a pilot and co-pilot.
You got it right.
I'm just saying it could have been. It could have been 1. Right? There's 1 pilot.
Yeah.
Sure.
But technically, a co-pilot is a type of pilot, so
sure.
Arguably.
What did C-3PO giddily announce that he had isolated on the Millennium Falcon? Was it A, the hyperdrive motivator, B, the reverse power flux coupling, or C, the fuel drive pressure stabilizer, or D, the warp vortex stabilizer? Oh man, these words.
Can you say them again?
No.
Yes, please.
All right. A, the hyperdrive motivator. B, the reverse power flux coupling. C, the fuel drive pressure stabilizer. Or D, the warp vortex stabilizer.
I feel like it's a C-3PO question, so you should go with C. But
I'm going with A.
B is correct, the reverse power flux coupling.
Damn it.
This is whenever he goes and interrupts Han Solo and Leia's kiss. And so he's reversing the coupling. What type of ship was the Houndstooth?
Ooh.
Is it A, a YT-1300, B, a YV-545, C, a YT-2400, or D, a YV-666?
I'll say my initial answer.
All right, let's see them. See? What is that, a B or a D?
That's
a B.
Okay. Well, then it's wrong. It would have been right if it was a D.
Oh.
I mean, it's a D. I don't know what that tail was.
YV-666.
All right, well, he gets the card.
The Houndstooth, can anybody tell me who has the Houndstooth as a ship?
No.
Come on.
Do you know?
It's
You're gonna lose the card if you don't know.
These are like way more. They're way more obscure than I would have wanted them to be. Just saying.
It's one of the bounty hunters.
Try to think of a Floodgate game.
I want to go Bosk, but I want to be wrong.
It's Bosk.
Okay.
Based off the Trandoshan Hound. All right, so that card was Mike's.
Yep.
All right. To whom did C-3PO say, "You have a responsibility to me, so don't do anything foolish"? Was it A, Lando Calrissian, B, R2-D2, C, Han Solo, or D, Chewbacca?
Can you repeat the...
Oh, Andrew knew the boss question, too. I'm going to guess that J meant Bosk, not Bowles. Maybe it autocorrect. Yeah, sorry. It was A, Lando Calrissian, B, R2D2, C, Han Solo, or D, Chewbacca.
Okay.
All right. I got Andrew's answer.
Decorating my letter.
You're saying it is, in fact, Chewbacca. Yes.
Damn it.
That's when he was all broken up and he was carrying them in parts. Yeah.
Yep. It does sound like something he'd say to R2D2 at first.
Yeah, because he constantly
tricky.
bosses him
Andrew
around
had
and
it as well.
diminishes him. I read recently something that said like C-3PO was like the most bullied character of Star Wars. I'm like, excuse me? Because the way he treats R2 is like atrocious, and you just want to like tear him into pieces.
That's true.
The thing is, you don't necessarily know what R2 says. I think R2 is a vulgar little astromech, and he's extremely sarcastic.
That would
like,
be Chopper.
Chopper for sure. But there's a video. I'll find it and try and find the link. But they subtitled all R2's parts. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh,
I gotta check that out though.
It's hilarious. It's really, really funny. So
I mean, there are times where like you watch your language and stuff like that to him, right? So
yeah. That's a one little Easter egg in one of the newer sequels to Star Wars with Poe, and BB makes his noise, and Poe says, "Positive thoughts, buddy. Positive thoughts." That's him saying, "I got a bad feeling about this," because it's not said anywhere else in the movie, and it's been said in movies. Yeah,
interesting.
That's cool.
I love my droids. I like my droids.
Let's see. All right, so that's one for Mike and Andrew. Who uttered the words, "Luke, don't give in to the hate," to Luke Skywalker? Was it A, Obi Wan Kenobi, B, Yoda, C, Han Solo, or D, Princess Leia?
Can you list the options again?
Yep. A, Obi Wan Kenobi, B, Yoda, C, Han Solo, D, Princess Leia. I guess I don't ever get to use Tabletopia again.
It's still not working?
No.
Do you not have an answer written?
You have your answer?
Second guessing myself now. I'm trying to play the long way.
I'm like severely second guessing my answer here.
All right, I'm good. I'll go with it.
Andrew's second guessed himself too. So you say Yoda. You're saying Han Solo?
If anything, it's Ben.
It can't be Yoda because it's not proper grammar for Yoda.
It's Obi Wan Kenobi. All of you are wrong, including Andrew, who guessed twice.
No, the D is 3PO, isn't it?
No, B is D is Princess Leia.
The last question.
What?
What was the last question?
Oh, you're right. You're right. He had Chewbacca correctly. Yeah.
I got you, Andrew.
There one more question on that card?
Yep, one more question on this card. All right. Who said he's no good to me dead? Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Lando Calrissian, or Dengar?
That's a trick question. Okay.
What you got? B, Boba Fett. You are all three correct, including Andrew.
That means he gets the card.
That means Mike gets the card. Mike's got two cards. You have one.
Damn,
I like how they put in a character that has no lines in the movie.
Right. It's the one line. Well, not the one, but yeah. Put him in the cargo hold as well.
No, I mean Dengar, but...
Oh, yeah, Dengar. Yeah. All right, next card. Who did the Emperor have no doubt their new enemy was? A, the offspring of Mon Mothma. B, the offspring of Obi Wan Kenobi. C, the offspring of Anakin Skywalker. Or D, the offspring of Bail Organa.
What the... What?
Well, this is a gimme.
Is it? It's not in the movies.
Yeah, it is. Empire Strikes Back to help you all out. Your favorite one, right?
Can you repeat the order of the answers?
Yep. The offspring of Mon Mothma, the offspring of Obi Wan Kenobi, the offspring of Anakin Skywalker, the offspring of Bail Organa.
But what was the question too?
Oh, who did the Emperor have no doubt their new enemy was?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Why would he care about the offspring of Mon Mothma? You don't remember that part? It was whenever Vader was kneeling before the hollow viz of the Emperor.
And he says that?
Yeah, he says the offspring of Anakin Skywalker will become our enemy. Huh. All right. Okay. What did Darth Vader tell Admiral Piet not to be concerned with? Is it A, uncharted settlements, B, Admiral Ozell, C, a clear transmission, or D, asteroids?
What was the question?
What did Darth Vader tell Admiral Piet not to be concerned with?
Okay.
Andrew had the last one. Yeah, Andrew's right. It was before they revealed who Vader was, so that's why they said it that way. All right, what you got? Are you drawing it? What are you coming?
I am.
The asteroids.
Asteroids. Oh, you are drawing the asteroids. Yep. All three of you got that.
With the little ship, too.
So far, everyone's gotten every answer on here. So third question. This will swing the card. To whom did Darth Vader make a point of stressing no disintegrations? Was it A, Boba Fett, B, IG-88, C, Dengar, or D, Bosk?
What was A?
Boba Fett. Then B, IG-88, then C, Dengar, then D, Bosk.
Which one? Who's IG-88?
You know IG-11 and Mando?
No.
The babysitter? The machine, the assassin. It's all metal, really lanky.
Okay.
That's IG-11. IG-88 is...
What was name the answers again?
A, Boba Fett, B, IG-88, C, Dengar, D, Bosk. Need your answers.
I
changed mine. I'm probably going to kick myself in the butt.
All right. Fine.
I had Boba Fett on there.
You would have had it because it is Boba Fett.
Okay.
Giving Mike the thing. That's why his pulsar rifle disintegrates people.
Right.
And that's why the Mandalorian uses the pulsar rifle. It disintegrates people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuck with it.
New card. Which actor played Wedge Antilles?
I don't even. Okay. Who's Wedge? No.
Name?
Pick a different card.
Yeah.
I feel like you haven't been sifting through them.
No, I haven't. I just randomly picked some. Yeah. Just total random.
Wedge is one of the pilots. The X-Wing pilots. Rebel pilots.
Which actor played Wedge Antilles? Is it A, Dennis Lawson, B, Jack Purvis, C, Garrick Hagan, or D, Phil Brown?
It's a 25% shot, honestly.
What does he look like? The pilot.
He had a mustache.
He was wearing one of these. Almost. Not exactly.
Okay. Well. Pick a letter.
Yeah, seriously.
Andrew got it.
Yeah, well.
Don't look in the chat.
No, I'm not.
I mean, they've been doing. All right. Or like Boba Fett's been B and B's been the answer, so whatever. I did an A, B, C, D.
Oh, you can't. That's cheating.
But I did an A.
Oh.
The answer is A. Dennis Lawson.
Antilles A.
And he wasn't the one with the mustache. That was Biggs.
Oh, so you like steered me wrong in my questions. That's why I got it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was the dude with the
mustache. I thought it was the dude with the mustache.
Which actor was inside R2-D2? Was it Jack Purvis?
Oh, fuck you.
I can write it down before you say it.
Okay, hold on. Start again.
Was it Jack Purvis, Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, or Peter Mayhew?
Probably wrong.
You could almost do it by process elimination if you didn't.
No.
You knew the other
you can't.
one.
Not if you don't know who all four people are. Can you repeat the names?
Yes. Jack Purvis, Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, Peter Mayhew.
Whatever. That's pure guess. D.
This actor appeared on the Jack Benny Show.
I have no idea.
I'm going for like bonus points on this one because I think I got all four characters.
Okay, go ahead.
Not sure about the first one, but I know
the answer is not D. What you put?
It's Kenny Baker.
Correct.
But is it Vader and then R2 and then 3PO and Chewie? Anthony Daniels is 3PO. Mayhew is Chewie. Yep. Was the first one Vader?
All correct. Peter Mayhew. I saw that dude. He was huge.
What did I say about this trivia before we started the show? Oh, yeah, that I would lose really badly.
Kind of like putting someone up against an artist, right?
So Mike already has the card with 2 out of 3, but let's see if you can at least get one in here.
I'll show you later, but I have a Peter Mayhew autograph.
I don't think you even want me to do this one, actually. Who played Big Darklighter?
Oh, Big.
He's the guy with the mustache.
He's the one with the mustache.
Was it Jeremy Sinden, Richard Parmentier, Garrick Hagan, or Dennis Lawson? You should know one of those, isn't?
I don't remember the answer to Wedge. I'm going to say it was Lawson, though, so it's not D. Let's see. Antilles was A, so we'll go B for Biggs.
You both went B. No, it was C, Garrick Hagan.
Damn it.
All right. Well, he gets the card.
Yep.
He's
got 4 cards. 4 cards to your 1 card.
Wait, right. I thought we split one. Did we share the second one? Are you sure?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep. Nope. Hold on. Let me see.
I thought we shared
How many pilots is you both said 2 on there. What did C-3PO announce? Blah, blah, blah. Mike got the coupling one. And then what type of ship was the Houndstooth? Both of you missed that. Oh, you should have split that one. Yep. Okay. So that means he has 4 and you have 2.
Okay. Hey.
Good catch. All right, I'm going to go through some of these for a little less who played what in the background kind of thing. Just to get some good fun.
Been doing good with those.
No, but that's not fair.
That's just guessing, though.
Yeah,
right?
It's not.
No, I knew Kenny Baker and I knew all 3 of the other ones.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
All right, here we go. What did Princess Leia say she would just as soon kiss when Han Solo asked her whether she was afraid he would leave without giving her a goodbye kiss? Was it A, a Gundark, B, a Wookiee, C, a Tauntaun, or D, a Wampa?
They all.
Sorry,
I
what
can
was
hear
the
Carrie Fisher say
question?
all of them.
What was the question?
What did Princess Leia say she would just as soon kiss when Han Solo asked her whether she was afraid he would leave without giving her a goodbye kiss?
And what was the answers?
A, a Gundark, B, a Wookiee, C, a Tauntaun, or D, a Wampa?
There we go.
Andrew's got it again. No, not D, not a Wampa.
Fuck.
What you put? C, not a Tauntaun. It was a Wookiee.
Really?
She said, I'd just as soon kiss a Wookiee. And he said, I can arrange that. Because Chewbacca.
I knew it started with a W.
All of them smell better on the... I would say most living things smell better on the outside.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's a good guess anyway.
Hmm.
That was a gimme. What did Luke Skywalker ask Yoda about his vision of the future? Was it A, what are they wearing?
Oh my god.
That's funny. So probably not A. B, will they die? C, can I help them? Or D, how far into the future is it?
What are they wearing?
Come on.
I can see my friends. What are they wearing?
Come on.
What were the others, not including A?
It was A, what are they wearing? B, will they die? C, can I help them? D, how far into the future is it?
Damn it. He has it.
B, C, B is correct.
B is correct.
B is correct. Will they die?
Sure you'd have that.
Yeah, I thought it was him asking if he could help them.
He says, will they die?
Will they die?
And always in motion is the future is what Yoda says to answer that. Difficult to see, always in motion is the answer.
So
that's not on here, by the way. I just remember.
Is there one more question on that card, or was that all?
There is. So you could either split it or you could win it.
But if we split, he wins.
Yeah. So you better hope he misses this next one.
I need him to be wrong.
What did Han Solo ask Chewbacca to bring him when he was trying to repair the hyperdrive motivator?
Oh.
Was it A?
Who knows? God damn it.
Can you answer without me giving the multiple choice?
No. But when I hear it, I'll know.
All right. Was it A, a coupling, B, a hydrospanner, C, a negative ionizer, or D, a dampening axis?
None of those were.
Okay. Repeat the...
A coupling.
The whole thing. What is it?
Oh, the whole thing. Okay. What did Han Solo ask Chewbacca to bring him when he was trying to repair the hyperdrive motivator? Was it A, a coupling, B, a hydrospanner, C, a negative ionizer, D, a dampening axis?
I don't hear any of those words.
Would it help for me to tell you that in episode 7, I believe Finn asked, Rey asked Finn for the same thing?
No.
All right. You say C, a negative ionizer. What do you say? B is a hydrospanner, and that is correct. So you both split the card, giving him his.
No, no, we don't. Oh yeah, we do because I had one right.
You got the other one.
Yeah,
what? 3 to 5? That's not bad.
Yeah.
These are pretty tough.
Yeah, they are. They're good. I like them. They make you think.
I would have probably gotten 0 if I didn't just watch them all. Like, I seriously just watched them all. Like,
I like it because usually whenever I open up one of these, it's like, who is the sister of Luke Skywalker? I'm like, dude.
What color is C-3PO?
Yeah, it's always written for people who like barely know Star Wars. This is definitely people really dug deep for that. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Andrew might have beaten both of you, actually.
Oh, probably.
Probably. That's fun. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're, and then like I said, there's no board or anything. That's the cover. I think you could just. I think it was found at a thrift shop or something. But it might have been at like Target or something. I'm not sure where it is.
That was good.
Okay, give me like
Star Wars. So good luck tracking that down.
Give me a minute before we start the Obi-Wan chat. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay. I can. My hat here.
You look like Dark Helmet. Is your Tabletopia working?
Oh, let me check.
I mean, we're already at an hour 20, so it's not. If not, it's fine.
Yeah, Tabletopia does not want to let me log in. It just goes to like a blue space screen. If anybody knows why that's the case, please let me know. Like, this is what I see.
It's unfortunate.
This is what I see when I hit login. And I've even restarted my computer. So
it's weird.
So hopefully we'll get that fixed one way or another. But yeah. So anyway, let's talk about all the good juicy Obi Wan Kenobi stuff before she gets back.
Well, I want to make a shout out to Level Up. They put a thing out today about the Stuff of Legend from Origins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there were a couple moments from Origins about that game, and they made a really good point. I remember one of my highlights was one of the players. They decided that they were just going to go for an exit, and she said the magical curse, as long as it's not this number, which in that game needed to be the 7. So I'm like, no. So I took a peek. Like, I had known what exit they had looked at. And the way the game state is, if the 7 and the 1 are in, then the 1 is considered the exit to go to. So they were just making a run for it. They knew they had the 1. They were hoping it wasn't the 7. So I turned on my camera and I recorded the ending. And sure as shit, it was the 7. And they lost their minds. It was great. So they had posted about Stuff of Legend. And what they said was 6 strangers. They didn't know each other. And by the end of the game, they were up and like cheering about the game. Like, it was really cool to read that, like, that it had that impact on people, right? Because that's kind of what board games do. And I've said it before, it's a very intimate hobby where you're sitting at a table 2 feet away from someone you probably don't know, but you're asking them to spend this time with you, like a decent amount of time, unless you're playing a quicker game, a decent amount of time in this world for a while. And, it's really cool to see a game like that had an impact on like a group of strangers. I thought it was neat. So thank you to them for posting about that. That was awesome.
And where did they post it?
On Facebook, and then they have a podcast.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, their podcast is, I think Kevin posted in the 3WS channel. It's at like minute 104, or 1 hour, 4 minutes into their 1:30 podcast. That they start talking about Stuff of Legend, but they did like an Origins overview, and it was their game of the con. So
that's cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. And there are others, like it made Grant Lyons best co-op for the show, and it was on a couple other radars. So it's good to see that it's getting some buzz, rightfully so, because Kevin did a phenomenal job tying in the theme of that story to a board game. Yeah, so it was neat. It was a fun read. And Joshua, who was one of our helpers at Origins, tagged me in the post, or else I might not have seen it. Although Patrick had reached out in an email earlier. So
what's the latest update on delivery? I know it's probably a while, right?
Yeah, we're still waiting on the white box. Once we get the white box, then that'll say everything. Yeah, delays, man, they suck.
Yeah, I've seen them all over the place.
Yeah.
All right. So talking about Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
We're gonna do some spoilers. All right. So yeah. If you haven't seen all 6 episodes of the first season of Obi-Wan Kenobi, go away.
Come and watch it when you've caught up.
Come and watch it afterwards. See if you agree with what we're saying and all that. We're going to talk about all the things we hated about. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. I like that you led. We're good now. If you haven't shut it off by now, this is your own fault.
Yeah.
I like that you said season 1 of Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
You never know.
They said if the fans want it, they'll
trying to beat Timeless. Oh yeah.
I mean, there's a good chunk of time, right, that he spends in the desert. And
there's like 9 more years to go. I mean,
I doubt it's all with Qui-Gon.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So there can be an infinite amount of stories, and I don't know if it would be considered an Obi-Wan story, but if you had, like, if a Vader series spun off of this, right? Because now he's like, I'm focused. Like, the Emperor calls him out, like, you're being a wuss, and he's like, no, I'm good. And if we just see more of this Vader, holy shit, what a series.
That would be pretty awesome to have a Vader series. You could even bring in, like, there was a lot of stories and stuff in video games where he had I can't remember his name now, but in Unleashed, he has that guy that he's so there's a lot of story and stuff there to play with.
Star Killer?
Yes.
But I thought there's rumor that they cast somebody for that role, that they're going to do a live action.
Well, that guy is an actor. Like the person that's in that video game, he is an actor. He's been in many things. Can't remember any of it, but I've seen him many times.
He's bringing out Steven. He probably already left, but
yeah. Hopefully, if we're spoiling stuff for him.
Yeah, he's not.
So so much to talk about, right? Is there? What do you want to cover? We spent a couple of episodes before going over the first 4 episodes, so I don't know if we need to talk about that as much. So 5 and 6, man, I can't even remember what happened in 5 because 6 is so burned in my head.
5 is when they're like trying to escape. They're trying to take everybody out, and an invader arrives. And
5 and 6 had the 2 coolest moments in the entire series.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And 1 in each episode.
Okay. Oh, all right. So 5 is the one where she tries to kill Vader, and he's like, did you not really think I didn't know all that stuff?
Well, and to me, so when they had the exchange, mind you, ignore the thickness of the door and the fact that they were whispering and could still hear each other. But that aside, when Reva and Obi-Wan had that exchange about her past, I was like, this is why she was not a believable villain in certain scenes. Like when we were talking about the previous episodes, when she was torturing Leia and she was convincing herself that it's like, no, you did like this is your fault. Yeah. And you could tell she didn't want to do it. And now it's like, this makes sense because it's like, yeah, this is who she is. And she's actually not on Vader's side. So to me, that moment was like, and it's all wrapping it nicely together. That was very, very cool.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, talking about like if there could be a Obi-Wan season 2, I would hope Reva would come back. That'd be more of her story too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope it's not the last time we see her, because I know there's been a lot of stupid people saying, "Oh, I don't like her" or whatever and stuff like that. Don't listen to them, Disney. Bring her back. Do more stuff. She was awesome.
Yeah.
I think she was a great villain, and I think she played, to your point, I think she played that break in character really well, right? Like she wanted to be, she was doing it to be a bad guy, right? To be the villain, to listen, to set her trap. But she knew like it was kind of her telling herself that she did this to herself. I think it was really powerful, and I think she did a bang up job for that. I thought she was a believable villain. I didn't see her Vader betrayal until Obi-Wan's face. I was like, oh shit, no. And so I didn't pick up on that, but the whole, in episode 6, to forward a little bit, like I thought that was super predictable. So like her character up until that point, because obviously we know the ending of this. Luke survives, Leia survives, Obi survives, right? No one's gonna die. Bail survives until the catastrophe that happens in a few years. But everything is to that end is predictable because you know the characters and you know their stories. But Reva was this new character that you were like learning about, which was really cool to be like, oh shit, she was one of the younglings, and that whole thing was really epic. And then the ending when she's like hunting, like she saw part of the little hologram from Bale about Luke, and she goes to Tatooine. She got there really fast.
Yep.
Right? Like I get it because Obi Wan got there fast too, but okay, right? Light speed. Or warp speed, whatever. And then
hyperspace.
That whole scene was just like, all right, now Owen's got the limp. Great. They gave us that, right? And Beru and them are fighting. Like, okay, you know they're going to survive the thing, all to get Luke, who you also know is going to survive. So it's like, it seemed like they could have spent more time on more of like the Duel of the Fates kind of moments where you kept flashing back to Qui-Gon, Ben, and Maul fighting. Have more of them fighting, because that was just mind-blowing. That whole scene in 6 was like, I don't remember breathing when Obi is going through all of that, because it was so fucking well done. Everything about that was the lighting, the Anakin talking, the light on his face, like that whole that. Now, I mean, we knew going into episode 3 that they were going to have this massive fight. And when we see Anakin in 6, when the head comes off and you see all the scars, you kind of know it's from that battle. But to me, that scar that he has is from that battle in 6, not from 3, or in episode 6 of Obi, not movie episode 3, which was really, but like the emotion and everything about that, I wanted more of that. I wanted more fighting. Like you finally saw Darth have to use 2 hands. Like everything about what was going on there was so epic. And then you had Reva that was kind of like the ending of that story for her character seemed, I don't know, rushed, or it didn't fit everything else that came before her hunting down Luke. And I get it. She couldn't do it, right? So you finally find out that she isn't capable of doing that stuff that she witnessed when she was a youngling. Like I understand the back and forth of that. It just seemed kind of like it was pulling out of what was so great in that episode.
I thought that. Oh, sorry. Were you saying something, Katia?
No.
I think for me, the biggest issue I had was that from what we know, the hologram didn't say that Luke was Vader's son.
Right. She just knew that Obi-Wan was protecting him.
Right. So why would she go after Luke was the thing that didn't make sense to me, because it's like, why would she go when she obviously just admitted to Obi-Wan that it's like, yeah, she might not be fully on his side, but you know, she's not on Vader's side. So what's the big rush in going over there? That to me didn't make sense per se.
I thought she was
and
going.
I don't know how the hell she got there. What ship did she get on? When they left, the one ship was ripped open and the other one took off.
Well, I wondered that.
She had all her ships from when they landed with the troopers.
Why wouldn't they have taken those back?
I mean, Vader's going to take his own ship. I mean, he rides spaceships. Like, that's what he does.
Yeah, but all the other troopers would have left. I don't know. That I kind of...
Star Wars has done that before. I mean, like in episode 9, the movie episode 9, Ren's left on a desolate planet after Rey steals his ship, and then he shows up somewhere on another planet, like right after her. I'm like, how'd you get there, dude? Like, they don't think about stuff like that.
There's ships everywhere.
Yeah, I guess so.
And they just leave the keys in the ignition. I mean, it's proven.
Yeah.
They leave the ramps down. I thought the same thing when she showed up. I was like, how'd she get there? But yeah, you could talk your way into that kind of thing. I thought so. My thought whenever she went to Tatooine was that to get to Vader again, she needs Obi-Wan, and if she gets this kid, Obi-Wan will have to come there. She'll get Obi-Wan, get Vader. Maybe they'll fight together. Maybe, whatever it is. But she, at this point, she was just kind of like lashing out and angry.
Yeah.
But I thought that she was going to find out that he was Vader's son, and then hear like he was going to be the only hope to kill Vader. and if she couldn't do it, she would sacrifice herself and save him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought like she was going to go there to get him, hear of that, and then there was going to be some other danger that she got in between and saved him. Because Mike's right, she's the only character out of all of this that could have been killed, and yet they didn't.
Yeah.
Like even the Grand Inquisitor he can't kill. So
Right.
every single one of them has a future except for her. Why does Bail Organa know about Luke in the first place?
Bail is there when the twins are born, and he says, me and my wife have always wanted a daughter, and Ben and Yoda are there, and Yoda's like, you take Leia, you go watch Luke, and I'll go eat.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, episode 3 is whenever they part ways, and he knows everything.
There we go.
What's going on?
Hi, Lance.
Yes. Hey, Lance. Thanks for saying happy birthday to me on my birthday, by the way. I watched that show just the other day.
You got a full song out of it?
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
didn't get a song. No, they didn't sing, but they said happy birthday. So anyway, so there's some weird glitchy stuff about how people get around and stuff in the show, right? But that's I don't care that much about it. No. I mean, you can talk your way into anything and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, love you too.
I love you too, buddy. And you do. And I've had conversations with Andrew. Andrew and I talked on Messenger about the episode. And he's right. There's a little bit of it that you just gotta like. Okay, like it's Star Wars, right? We kind of look past it. But I think it was, and to your point, Chris, I think if that had happened, where she had learned Luke was like the hope. And then she's like, you know what? That's going to be my revenge. I'm going to let that happen. Like that would have been a cool way.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was too predictable to have her character. If that was the end of that character, whatever.
I agree, Lance. You need to tell Scott that.
Yeah.
I fast forwarded through the part where Scott started saying he didn't like Leia. I was like, what? I can't even be on the show with Scott right now because he doesn't like Leia. I love Leia. He's like my favorite character on there. At least one of them.
The clothing, the hair, everything about that character, her attitude, everything was great. Yeah.
And I have to say, like one of the thing that was so cute at the end when like she gets ready in her outfit, like she's got the whole and the little gloves that like she forced him to buy when they were, running away, and he's like, no, you don't need those gloves, and the gloves too.
Yeah.
And she kept those, like it's just it's so cute. But to me, another moment that in the show that was amazing was the flashback of the training.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish they could make him look younger, but other than that, it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, they can only
I mean, he's supposed to be what, like 17 or at that age? 16. He should have been 16 at that age because it was pre-Clone Wars. It was at least episode 2. He was supposed to be 16 there because he was 19 at the end of Clone Wars. Yeah.
Anyways,
that dude did not look 16.
Look at Obi Wan when we see him in 9 years. I mean, come on. Age apparently, like when you use the Force. Look at the Emperor. When you use the Force, you get old.
They should have graded him up a little bit.
A little.
Obi-Wan, but
yeah.
But
regardless, they can make them look younger CG, and they should have done it a little bit on Anakin.
A little bit.
Other than
but the thing about that training session that was so cool to see was like in the battle, how you see Vader come down and like going at him in the first, like in the first in the first battle that they have together where he does it one-handed, and then you see it like in the other battles where he has got that two-handed move, and how like as soon as you saw that flashback, you knew that the last battle they would have, like Obi would come out on top somehow, not with the lightsaber skills per se, but would come out on top. And like the throwing of the rocks in that like
Oh yeah,
just pummeling him.
Oh,
That was
it was so cool because he got the rocks on him, right? Vader just buried him in these rocks, and like in my head, I hear Ewan McGregor going, "You want to throw rocks at me?" and just assaulting him with everything he could. It was so, it was so great.
It was so good, and
that's a fun little fact. Yeah.
So the age thing, Luke's got same age as Alec.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, that's Evan, I think.
Yeah,
under
that's
his,
Evan. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, and like that last whoosh, that split, like that was just
that so everything good. There wasn't a misstep in that whole thing.
No, that was
the
so
fighting,
good.
The high ground, the slash, the colors, the lines, the emotion, everything about that was
eye changing.
Yeah.
You know, he would talk when he was kind of like, I'm Anakin, and then it would turn yellow and he said something very Darth Vader-y, and then
the voice
fade in and out.
The voice was changing because like the machine was failing, and it's like, oh man.
Everything about it except for that predictable ending was just absolute gold.
Well, you couldn't get away from the predictable. I do have one issue with the fight, was that Obi-Wan walked away when he should have ended Darth Vader. Mm-hmm. But it would have been really easy again. Yes. Yeah. It should have been really easy to fix this, because 5 seconds later he's flying his ship away and feels Luke is in danger. So all he would have had to do was like Vader fall down a cliff, and he's like, I got to climb down there to finish him off. And he feels Luke is in danger and looks at Vader like, do I kill him or do I go save Luke? And he goes saves Luke. Perfectly fine with leaving Vader under those circumstances. But here, there was just no reason for him to walk away and leave Vader there to kill billions of people afterwards.
No, but to me, it goes back to the emotional part. And that's something that I mentioned when we talked about the first part of the show, is like how he left him on whatever that planet's called, Mustafar or whatever. Like the way that he leaves him, it's like you can see that Obi-Wan is not wanting to kill him, like to finish him off. And and we knew that this was going to happen again, because obviously none of them die, you know, during their meetup.
Mustafar makes sense because he has that love for Anakin and all that stuff. This scene, it didn't make sense, because in that scene, he realized this is no longer Anakin. Anakin is dead. This is Vader. He even calls him Vader. And at that point, he should be able to kill him.
Oh, still. Like he just had that moment where he's apologizing for, like, he just, no.
Right.
I could
No. If you say that he can't kill him because it's Anakin, then you're missing the point of that scene, which was that's where he realized Anakin really is gone.
No, I understand that he realizes that, but I still think that I think it's still the emotions that, and Ben, I think it's just Ben. I think Obi-Wan cannot, just think he can't do it.
What at the very end, whenever he said Vader, he was looking at the person who killed his friend Anakin.
Yeah.
That's what he was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he should have killed Vader.
Unless he knows that by leaving him alive, it's going to help Luke in the future. Right? If he feels that's not the right thing to do.
It endangers Luke to have him like that, right?
I guess, yeah. But there's got to be a reason, because why would he walk away again? Especially in the moment where he's like, oh yeah, Anakin's done. Like, my friend is gone. It shouldn't have been a walk away at that point. Also, no offense, Vader shouldn't have walked away from Obi. Great, you piled on. He held a friggin' ocean back.
Yeah.
So you're piling rocks on top of him in a crater, and you're like, you're good. And he walks away. Like, no.
I almost feel like Obi-Wan has a force ability to kind of like hide his life force, because you would think after you threw rocks on somebody, you'd be like, is there anybody alive down there? You'd use the force, right? So and Vader didn't even feel him until he was like right up on him, and he turns around and blocks him. So it makes me think like he's got some stealthiness. We already know Obi-Wan's a little stealthy, right?
Yep.
He's that kind of guy and stuff. So it makes me wonder, like, did he like use the Force to like hide? I don't know. I mean, again, you can always talk your way through things, right? But
that could be a Force ability to be able to hide your.
It's not in the role-playing games, but
what can we talk about?
Hey, we have Ryan in the comments.
Who, Bruns?
Yes.
Oh, Ryan. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Yeah.
That's true. Yep, very true.
Oh, I gotta see what Bruns is saying.
No, seriously, I watched that scene when he was apologizing, and I was crying watching that. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Man, I was doing well in the scene. I was like, "Okay, this is good stuff." And then he goes, "I'm sorry, Anakin, for all of it." I was like,
"Oh yeah,
yeah."
It's like, oh,
yeah,
that hit so hard.
Absolutely massive.
Yeah.
That, and then the very last line, "Hello there" to Luke. Oh man.
One of my biggest problems in Star Wars is when, and I've said this on the show, is when Chewbacca walks past Leia after Han's death. It drives me fucking batty. I don't understand how they don't have a moment there. And it was never fixed. He's behind her when she's hugging Rey. Like there should have been something in that passing, and there wasn't. And in episode 3 of Obi, when she's introducing him as her father, and she says, "Say hello," and he just says hello, I was like, oh, they missed it. Like that was a great, like, why wouldn't you give us that? And then they completely fixed it by the end.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. They saved it
better at that point.
Yeah, they saved it.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's great is the hello there's the first thing Alec Guinness says in A New Hope. So it like connects it, right?
I
mean, hopefully there's more in between, but yes.
Yeah. And and to go back to episode episode 5, when Darth Vader holds that ship with the oh my god. I was like, this is amazing, because we've seen it in Clone Wars, Ahsoka doing it, and then to see Vader doing it and with ease, like it just didn't even look like it was hard. Like,
no, he was he just stopped. Yep. So we saw Rey do it too, and I don't think it was kind of cool to see Rey do it. You're like, oh shit, like that's pretty powerful. But when Vader he's stomping through, and that takes off, and he's just like, no,
he's like, nope.
Oh,
yeah, I can't wait for 7 through 9, right, Lance?
Oh, come on now, they're not that bad.
Yeah, I'm not going to get into bashing Star Wars because Star Wars is too awesome, and I'm happy they made everything that they've made. Could have been better, but yeah. Anyway,
we say hi to you every time you show up.
We do.
And then you just leave. You're just done with us. So now you're sticking around just because Ryan's here? That's kind of weird.
Oh, yep.
Oh, that's funny.
I should just wear this all the time. This is really comfortable. I see why the Sith wear them.
Oh, that was the other thing too I wanted to bring up. Sorry, I have like notes of things that I was like, oh my god, this was awesome. When Obi Wan takes his pose, when he makes his pose with the lightsaber, oh my god, I was like, yes, that was beautiful. Yeah, it was.
Did the same thing to Maul on Tatooine too. That's he did it
to Grievous.
He did it to Grievous. He did it to Maul. He did it to Vader, and he did it to. The first one he did it to was it Clone Wars? No,
he did it in Clone Wars at some point. You see him.
Was it against Maul in episode 1?
Yeah.
Maul in 1, Maul in Clone, or Maul in Rebels. Whatever. He's done it a few times. That was awesome.
Yeah.
The other thing too that I noticed in the show was because we've said before, like in the movies, like in 4, 5, and 6, how Obi-Wan is, deceitful and a little manipulative at times. And you see in this show how he starts to lie and hide things. And and kind of twist the truth and stuff like that. So I thought that was a really good continuation in his character. Like when I watched it and him not revealing everything, or like you see it as the show goes on, and I thought that was really good because
Obi Wan Kenobi is the example of a good liar but a good person. Right? He uses his manipulation and lying skills for good purposes.
Right.
But, yeah.
Well, we learn about, his kind of do as I say, not as I do when we meet Satine, and we find out that like there's a thing going on there, and he's the reason for a lot of the shit that happens, but he's one of my favorite characters in the entire thing. He's just awesome, and he's fleshed out in Clone Wars, and we learn a lot more about him. Like, we don't really know too much about him, in 77, 80, and 83. But, like, you get to know Obi, and you're like, yeah, Obi's pretty... He's a badass when we first meet him for no other reason than he's just, like, in a cloak, just chilling in a desert, taking on Tusken Raiders. Like, but then you learn so much about him, and then you meet Ewan McGregor as him, and you're just like... this guy's great. Like he brings the character so much life, and now it's even. I loved him in 1, 2, and 3, and now this series was just like, it's everything you didn't know you wanted.
Yeah.
Right, because we were talking before the series started. Like, you got Mando, you got Boba. It's all sand and grainy, and like, okay, fine. And they could have played into the whole sand thing because he's on Tatooine, and Anakin with sand, haha, funny. But like immediately they were like, all right, yes, but no, we're going all over the place. We go on this neon planet, and we go to this other planet. Like, it was just they did everything right with it.
It was very smart to do that. Yeah,
I wish that was Rex in episode 2.
Aww.
I know it couldn't have been, but I wish it was. It was still a nice little egg right there, just sitting.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't.
It shouldn't have been. That's the thing.
It shouldn't have been. Like, I don't want him in that situation, first of all.
Right, but it's showing what they're like, where they are in that moment, right? Like, what's going on. Yeah. And I know it could have been Rex because it would have broken whatever, but they've broken it so many times anyway. So make it Cody, or make it somebody else that you're like, oh shit. Not just because we don't know who it is. We just know it's a clone trooper. And it was great that they had Morrison do it, which obviously they should have. That would have been a huge misstep if they didn't. But give us something, not just some rando that's sitting there holding out a helmet. Like, make it somebody.
If you make it somebody, they'll recognize Obi Wan Kenobi.
Not necessarily. They're people that heard about him. And how does he not know about General Kenobi? Like, come on.
But any clone that is a somebody knows Obi Wan Kenobi, because we would know them from Clone Wars. If it's Wolf, it's Cody. If it's Fives, any of them. Well, not Fives, but any of them knows Obi Wan Kenobi. So if you show a clone trooper meet him, they should recognize him immediately. He's not that different.
But they all know of him. They all know of him and Anakin. They all know
of him is one thing, but serving with him is another.
Right.
Yeah, all right, fine.
They gave you your Easter egg of R2 and C-3PO. Take it.
I'm very happy about that. I thought I saw 3PO, but I didn't see R2. But they've been in everything.
Google research.
They've been in everything. Even if it was a no-line cameo, they've been in every one of them.
So have you seen the discussion about the side of the mask getting destroyed one way and the other one? And have you seen that, Katia? So no. I guess there's a theory going. I don't know if it's a theory or if they've said this is why they did it, but Rebels spoiler here, big royal Rebel spoiler in a way. But so in Rebels, Ahsoka cuts his left side,
right? Cuts his right side.
Yeah, his right side of the mask. You see his one eye, and you talk to him like that. And then Obi-Wan cuts the other side, but only Luke is the one that's able to take the full mask off. And that's why it doesn't reveal. It only reveals part of it because neither one of them were the one to demask him. Only Luke could do it. and he could only do it by what was it like? Remember whenever they were fighting, whenever Obi-Wan and Anakin are training, and Anakin's like, the only way to win a fight is through attacking or something like that. Luke wins the fight by giving up.
Yeah.
He wins basically by not attacking. Like the whole thing comes in around.
It's funny because when I rewatched it the other day, I was like, "You actually threw your lightsaber away." I forgot about that. Yeah, he goes like, "Nope, I'm done," and I was like, "Oh my god." Yeah, completely.
Now, that's commitment. That was commitment right there.
For sure.
Yeah, this was great. That they kept changing the red and blue on his face. Something, by the way, I saw them talking about, because they shot a lot of this, or most of this, if not all of it, in the volume, the studio that they made, that they do Mandalorian and all that in. And one of the things that they get to do right in this is the lighting. Because if you look at Empire Strikes Back and all that stuff, when he's got this lightsaber right next to his helmet, you don't see red. Because while they're actually, because it's just a rod in real life, so back then, but now the lighting can be real and everything, so you see the red and blues. It's so much better.
Yeah,
everything about that was just brilliant. It was just amazing. As a Star Wars fan, even if you're not a Star Wars fan, they made that scene so impactful. Whether you're watching it in between the movies, you're watching it as a standalone, you have no idea who the hell Anakin Skywalker is. If you're watching that series, that scene when they're fighting, like it's intense and it's action-packed, and then it gets super emotional. And they do such a good job with the lighting and the color and the lines, and everything in that moment is like there was nothing else that was going on. You were there when that was going on, and you felt everything that was happening. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes one realize that the people behind what is going on with Star Wars can write those moments better than they could in Episode 3. Not the shit on prequels. I love prequels. I love all Star Wars and stuff. But the last fight between Obi Wan Kenobi in Episode 3, the movie, was great, but when you look at this, what they did emotionally and stuff, just imagining how the Force fighting back then, I mean, it really wasn't. They had green screens and stuff back then too, right? But just the imagining of what you could do, throwing stuff, and all that, I think is better. And a lot of that might come from just Clone Wars, being able to do anything in animation and then transporting it into today's time. But
I mean, Filoni gave us so much, right? Yeah. Like Star Wars movies 1 through 3 and 4 through 6, like they're their own thing, and they were in their own time, and they gave us stuff at different times, but it's still an amazing story. Some of it is very poorly written, some of it is very poorly acted, but it's still a great story. And then enter Filoni with just like it's amazingness. It's like he uncovered like this treasure, and he's like, I'm going to give it to everybody. And then everything that's been coming out that's so good for us is all from that. Ahsoka, right? Everything about it is just I don't. It's
so. What I've said in the past is that George Lucas is a great world builder. He built an amazing universe, but he's not that great of a storyteller. Right. He came up with a pretty good story, and when he got into the details, you look at the what do you call it? Not the audio, but as they talk to each other, whatever, the script and stuff like that. Dialogue. Yeah. Thank you. You look at the dialogue and stuff like that. It's not that great. He's not great at character development, all that stuff. But then you give it to Dave Filoni, and Dave Filoni is a storyteller.
Yeah.
And he tells you a story that's just like epic, and the dialogue is meaningful and like hits you right here. And so
I
it's
agree
really
with Evan. He's saying very excited for Ahsoka.
Yes. My favorite character in all of Star Wars is Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
They're doing amazing. I mean, hopefully it's not all rumor and it turns out to be true, but we know that they cast Sabine.
Hera's going to be. I read that Hera, Ezra, Chopper are all going to be in it,
and
That's
Thrawn.
gonna be awesome.
Yes, we already knew.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it's gonna pick up where Rebels left off, right? Like that's
Definitely go see Rebels if you, even though
Yeah.
I've already
gotta
told
see Rebels. Rebels is amazing. It's. I wouldn't suggest. I mean, you could do it. I wouldn't suggest watching it directly after you watch Clone Wars. Like I watched all that stuff recently. I missed it when it was new, so I recently got to watch it when all of the Star Wars stuff is happening, which is great because it's all kind of fresh and it's all like connecting and everything. But watching Clone Wars, and then at the end of Clone Wars, turning on episode 1 of Rebels, I was like, nope, I don't like anything. I don't like the art. I don't like the characters. I don't like the story. I don't like anything about what I'm watching because Clone Wars was so amazing that Rebels came out as like
Clone Wars
of animation. Like I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a mess.
Clone Wars was tricky because if you look at animations in season 1, it's pretty much the same as Rebels.
Right.
Sure.
But it evolved.
7 seasons, evolved, got better and better. And of course, the 7th season was done after Disney bought them, and they put everything into it. It's beautiful. There are like scenes in season 7 that look like the movie. It's amazing.
Yeah, there are times when there's a ship battle or ships in space or whatever, and it doesn't look like you're watching an animation. Like they do a really great job.
Yeah, and then Rebels.
By the time you're done with the series and you go over to Rebels, it's like, ooh, what? I can't do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you gone to Resistance yet? Because that's a totally different animation style you're not going to like.
No, I tried the Visions, and then I was just like, oh, I'm done.
Oh, Visions. I haven't. I've only seen the first one.
Yeah,
it just bothers me that they're not canon. Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of wasting my. It's like I feel like I'm reading someone's fan fiction. I mean, it really is what it is. It's fan fiction they asked for, basically.
They are continuing the story of the character in episode 1, though.
No, that's cool. But I mean,
or whatever.
It's kind of like an alternate universe Star Wars anyway. So it's already like I'm just not that interested in it. I'll probably check it out sometime, but I got other stuff to watch. So.
Yeah.
Well, and they're coming out with the Andor series as well.
Yes.
That looks really
Andor
good.
Should be excellent.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. I already have kind of like a tie-in because in my Star Wars RPG that I ran, if you remember Rogue One, the guy that tells Andor to kill her father whenever, like his boss, his name was General Draven. And the reason why I know that is because I made him a character during the Clone Wars in my RPG as Colonel Draven that worked with the group and gave them their secret missions and stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. So already I'm like, oh, I hope Draven's in it. Like, I hope there's that connection and stuff because that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, they got Ahsoka, they got Andor, they got the Knights of the Old Republic. I think they're doing. I don't know if that's animation or not, but they're doing
Rangers. No, they're doing Rangers.
Rangers is another one, but I think they're doing one on the Knights, the KOTOR.
Are they?
I thought so.
Is it based off the video game?
I think. I don't know. I don't know, but I know it's supposed to be like years prior to everything.
Oh, unless you're talking about the
Old Republic.
Yeah, the Old Republic stuff that they're doing now that was like 1,000 years before episode 1 or maybe 500 years before or something like that. It had, I read the first book and a half of that. It was okay.
Give us all the stuff. I want all the stuff.
Yeah. Give me everything you got. I'll watch everything. And even if it's not for me, if you want to make, Ewoks the cartoons for 10-year-olds, make it. I don't care.
As long as you have the same person making sure the continuity exists.
Oh, sure. Like I said, I want it to be part of I want it part of this universe.
Right.
That's why I haven't watched the Vision stuff.
Right.
Resistance, by the way, if you haven't watched it, is really good. It gets really good. It starts off kind of kiddish, just like all the other cartoons do, right? But there's only 2 seasons, and by the end of the second season, you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. But it happens right around the time right before episode 7. So there's like the First Order is around and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's pretty good. I would recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it before Rebels and Clone Wars and stuff, but I would recommend it.
Wait, so where does it? So it happens after Rebels then?
Oh, way after. It happens after Return of the Jedi. It's right before Episode 7, the movie, like with Rey and all them.
Okay. Oh, how though? Why?
It's got the First Order in it and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the Empire's done, right? The Rebels win.
Yeah, but it all takes place on just some platform on a planet somewhere. But it becomes more epic than what that sounds like. But,
okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I'll believe you.
Yeah, I mean, I was right about Clone Wars and Rebels, right?
You 100%.
It's not as good as Clone Wars and Rebels, but it's good. It's worth seeing.
Okay.
Clone Wars and Rebels has scenes in it that makes me say, like, you don't know Star Wars unless you've seen it.
Right.
not to be that guy or anything, but there's some scenes in there that's just like as important as I Am Your Father almost. I mean, it's like, Star Wars heavy stuff. So
the most misquoted line from a movie?
The Luke, I am your father?
He doesn't say Luke.
Yeah, he says, no, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Yeah. There's he's dead Jim in Star Trek. He never says that.
Right.
He says Jim, he's dead, or all this other stuff. But,
I heard about the Star Trek thing. I don't know about it.
So Obi Wan Kenobi, there are a few missteps and stuff as far like we talked about that were just minor quibbles, like how they get there, especially in the episode where they had the tunnel, where she's like ahead of them in a tunnel, then in front of them in the tunnel,
that
and then all this stuff. Yeah, and then she went back, but she should have ran into her, but all that stuff. That I wish they had worked that out a little bit. That's a director thing. Director should have seen that in editing and been like, oh, that doesn't make sense, and fixed it somehow, I guess. But
it could just be the tunnel system. It could have been a shortcut.
That's kind of what I had to think is like there's got to be like, not that it was a maze, but it's like it can't be a tunnel where it's straight path. There's got to be other.
This is the weird thing, though. This is the weird thing. Like when they do live action Star Wars, in almost every aspect of it, you always, as a fan person, you have to kind of go, well, they must have done this, or you have to kind of reason a little something for one little thing. It could be a small thing or whatever and stuff. But with like Clone Wars and Rebels, I never found myself doing that. I don't know why. Yeah. Maybe it's because it's a smaller team, and so you have a lot more eyes just constantly focused on saying, nope, this and this and this. I don't know how certain things like that get past the huge team they must have on these shows, right?
I don't know. Well, it's like I was reading recently, like people were saying, so in the movies, when Leia talks about her mother saying that she, she died when she was young, but you remember her as being very like kind and whatever it is. And then it's like, well, how did she know that? And then so what I was reading is that they explain it as Leia probably had visions of her mother because she's force sensitive. So that's how they explained it, is that like she probably thinks it's a memory, but they were visions as opposed to a natural memory. So so that was, to me, that was one of those things where I was like, hey, good enough. Like it's like I'm not gonna get hung up on it, and that kind of makes sense.
I saw someone talking about that during the episodes, Obi Wan Kenobi before the end, and they said, I hope at the end Obi-Wan like goes to give Leia a gift and gives her visions of her mother. Like touches her head and shows her like images of Padme and her smiling and laughing and stuff. And then as like just a gift, because that can't hurt her or anything. Right. And then that would have been perfectly that would have worked perfectly. But like you said, again, it's just something like you go, I mean, the biggest one for me, I always think about is whenever Obi Wan Kenobi in Episode 4 pretends, just go out and lies to Luke about not knowing who these droids are that he spent the entire Clone Wars with and knows intimately well, and knows that his father created C-3PO. He's right there.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing too, when they were like when Leia does the hologram and she, says like, "Oh, you worked with my father," blah blah blah, and makes like no mention of the fact that she knows Obi-Wan.
Right.
And then like what I was reading was that, and they kind of addressed it in this show where it's like, oh, if you ever need the help of an old man, but nobody can know. So then to me, it was like, oh, well, that fixes that, because it's like,
right.
She could keep that to herself, where it's like, well, if I need his help, I'm going to be vague about the fact that I know him.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of things like that it was like, it, kind of all tied back and made sense, but yeah.
And I said this last time, but I really like the in Episode 4, the original one, whenever Luke goes in and goes, "I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to say," she's like, yeah. And he goes, "I'm here with Ben Kenobi." She goes, Ben Kenobi like gets up and is excited immediately. And you can see that little girl, like her idolization of him suddenly pop in. And she's like, "Okay, let's go," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that meme that you shared, was that you, Michael? Where the last thing Obi-Wan Kenobi ever sees alive is both of them together, and he turns and smiles at Darth Vader. Oh, that hits you right there.
Because he also leads with, "If you strike me down, I'll become more powerful," right? So he's like warning him, like, don't do it. And the whole leader or learner master thing is great. But then when he looks over and he sees the siblings are reunited, like that's his story. Like that's they were there. He was there when they were. Same thing with R2. There's a meme about R2. Like R2 was there at Leia's birth, and R2 was there when she dies. Like he's in when you see her hand, he's there. It's like, holy shit, man! Like he's seen some stuff. But yeah, like that, and I think it was Jeremy that was like, I thought the last thing that Obi saw was the glowing red saber.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, but I think when he looks, turns and he closes his eyes.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he sees Vader or not. I don't know if he closes his eyes before he comes. I don't know.
Yeah, he does. He does this thing because he's preparing to become the ghost. Basically, you have to prepare yourself for it a little bit, according to the stuff. But, I always thought about like Anakin never once saw a Jedi disappear when they died. He saw many Jedi die, right? Yeah. Some by his own hand. But whenever Obi-Wan just goes boom into nothing, he's like, what the hell? Like, he had to be totally freaked out. That's why he walked away. He's like, okay, I'm not dealing with those people and stuff. That's weird. I got to go ask the Emperor about this.
Yeah, he like kicked it and then was like, that's why I don't think Vader killed Obi.
What do you mean?
Like, he didn't kill him.
No.
He killed him.
He didn't, though.
No. He disappears before that goes right through.
Right.
Yeah.
No, like the minute he kills him, that's where he disappears.
No.
No, when you, like I had the same thought when I rewatched it. I was like, yeah, he disappears before he gets struck.
Before the saber strikes the cloak.
I think that's just bad CG.
Come on, they added Han Solo stepping on Jabba the Hutt's tail. They could have added in postscript a little bit more. But if you look at it, he's sacrificing himself before Vader kills him.
Vader, I think he's preparing himself to become the ghost whenever Vader kills him. I think it's important that Vader kills him.
I don't know. I think it's also cool to think that he missed.
He didn't miss.
It's like, peace, I'm out.
Yeah.
No.
Can't touch this.
No.
Oh.
I mean, was it too graphic to show in 1977? Is that why?
Yeah. And he wanted kids to enjoy it as well. And I mean, it's probably, realistically, that's probably why he did it in the first place, so that they didn't see Obi-Wan beheaded. Like that's just too much for what he was trying to make.
Perhaps.
He probably thought, "Oh, I'll make him disappear and go into the Force," and didn't have any of this stuff in his head. You know, it's all retro stuff. No, I think it's clear that he was killed by Darth Vader.
Nope, it's not clear. Watch it.
100% clear.
Yeah,
man, you're playing games late. Oh, you're in California. Yeah, no, you're in Portland, obviously.
As his name suggests.
Yeah.
Unless it's Portland, Maine, which I don't think that's true.
It's not.
Right. Yeah, so
right.
Obi didn't die by Vader. What else did we come up with tonight?
No, that's not. Nope. Totally died by Vader's hand.
Nope, did not.
Yep. This is what killed Obi Wan Kenobi right here.
Not him.
I do like how they finished the season with like him going into his training.
Han shot first.
That's good.
And Darth killed Obi-Wan.
Well, both not true.
What? Wait. Say that again.
You know the debate of who shot first, Han or Greedo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Han didn't shoot first. Greedo shot first.
And Greedo never shot.
That's
not true. It hits the wall behind Han.
No, that's an
Not
edit.
originally.
Not originally. That wasn't there.
Originally Greedo never shot. It was just Han executed him under the table.
Mm-hmm.
In 1990 or in the 90s, George Lucas added the shot.
100%. Because I watched it and I was like, that didn't used to be there.
Yep.
And he doesn't even move. So it's like he would have missed his first shot. That makes no sense. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. Look up the original thing. Greedo's gun never goes off.
I mean, I don't know what to believe, right? Because it could just be photoshopped out or be an edit. So I do have
the original theatrical release. Han was the only one that shot.
Mm-hmm.
He just went, "Yes, I bet you have." Bam, dead. And later on, George Lucas said, "I thought that was a little too mercenary for him to just execute someone." So he added the shot to make it look like it was a little self-defensive kind of thing. And I hated that he added that. I liked that Han took him out like that.
I hated basically all of the crap they added after the originals.
I didn't hate a lot of it.
Everything it's so obvious to me, like all the creature, all the things that got added on, and it's so obvious because it doesn't blend in well. And I wish they just left it alone.
I liked some of the
Jawa falling off that big dinosaur thing, right, and just hanging there. Like none of that.
I like that. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, I thought a lot of it was not needed. It's like, no, it was fine before. And don't even get me started on Anakin's ghost. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, shit.
The first time I saw the remake, I didn't know that had been done. So I knew there were some edits. I did not know about that last ghost scene. And then I saw it and I lost my shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why is that bad though? That's what Anakin looked like when he died.
Watching him as the old guy the old Anakin who just got redeemed, and he's
But that's what Anakin looked like when Anakin died.
No. Anakin was obviously still there if he got redeemed at the end. That's the thing.
No, because now we have in Obi, he says, "I killed Anakin," so Anakin.
Yeah, but that's not true. I think that's a lie. I think he's just trying to convince him. That's a lie.
So you're going with the clone theory?
No, I'm not going with the clone theory. No, Anakin is always in there. It's Anakin who saves Luke.
That name no longer has any meaning.
Anakin who throws Palpatine down that hole.
True. I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, but Anakin, when he thinks about himself as Anakin, that's the Force Ghost is what he looks like. What you have now. He looks like Christian Haydenson.
Also, well, I guess it's true though, because the Force Ghost of old Anakin would not have any legs,
right,
or an arm. So I guess it would look a little weird.
And the Force Ghost of old Anakin had hair and no scars. Like that made less sense.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
just some dude in robes.
And it would be pretty
He
creepy.
never even wore those
one-armed,
robes.
no-leg ghost.
Still, to me, it was like, I don't know. It was like erasing a part of my childhood when they did that. I didn't like it. Yeah.
I think story-wise, it's better to have Hayden Christensen in there. I had it backwards. Hayden Christensen in there because that's the Anakin that Obi Wan Kenobi knew. That's the Anakin that he thinks of himself as Anakin as. The other guy was Darth Vader.
But if you really wanted to get technical about it, he shouldn't even be there at all.
Yeah.
He never did the training. Why is he a ghost?
There is a I forget it, either it's a comic or I don't think it's canon, but there is a thing where as Anakin dies before there's this thing where like they start to drift into the Force and lose their consciousness. Before that happens, Obi-Wan stops him and talks to him and teaches him how to blah blah blah. I think that's just them trying to retrofit that in there and stuff. But there is that, you know.
Yeah. But anyways.
Yeah. None of that stuff was established in the beginning. Like I said, I think George Lucas was just like, I don't want to behead a guy on a kid's film. So,
yeah.
Okay.
George Lucas was always trying to make a film for 10-year-olds, and you know, all us 10-year-olds that grew up wanted it to be a lot heavier. So that's what we got now with Filoni.
Yeah, it's funny because like rewatching the old ones and the Ewok scenes, and I was like, oh my god,
teddy bears.
Yeah. Like that used to be like something that I loved watching that whole part. I mean, I still really enjoy the part where Leia is like showing him that it's just a helmet and he's all feisty, but
I think if a real Ewok threw a rock at me wearing this fake helmet, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
So a real Ewok throwing a rock at a real armored helmet should have been fine. But instead they're like, oh no. Oh.
The other thing is like when the one or the at or like the one thing that's in the woods and I think they throw logs and it starts to like stumble and it falls and completely crumbles and burns. It's like, okay.
The ATSC, like, who built this thing?
Yeah. It would have but if anything, it would have probably just tipped over and crashed there, but it wouldn't have like completely. I'm like, what kind of paper is this made out of?
Well, also, as it's falling, apparently his legs are jointed because you see them like kind of like there's no hip joints there where it's doing the thing.
Yeah.
But that's whatever. All right, I have a question for both of you. In Obi, we watched the Grand Inquisitor take a lightsaber to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
Comes back. Huh?
His species has 2 stomachs.
Okay. Fine. He still took a lightsaber to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We then see Reva take a lightsaber to the gut.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes back. Qui-Gon took a lightsaber to the gut.
It was a little higher.
Along with the whole Darth Maul got cut in half. He survived. But Padme died of sadness. Like, how does
it was a little higher, wasn't it? He got like stabbed in the sternum area.
It looked like it was like lower left gut. Like it didn't look like it was dead center. It might have been.
Yeah, I'd have to watch.
They talk about the Grand Inquisitor says revenge was what helped.
No, maybe it's the difference between the dark side and the Force, right?
Like, well, if you remember the beginning of the story, that's Reva's second gut shot.
Right.
Luke gets her when she's a Padawan. And then her revenge is what keeps her going to get him back. And then she takes another one by him later. So she took 2. The Grand Inquisitor takes 1. Maul's cut in half.
Did you say Luke?
No.
Reva? What?
I thought you said Luke gets her in the first one.
No, Vader.
Okay.
Anakin.
Or no, yeah, sorry, Anakin.
Anakin gets her. Anakin gets her when she's a youngling.
Did they show that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they show him walking close to her, and then she goes like you could, you could tell she just got
during Order 66.
Yeah, because I didn't get that impression until they showed that scene. Like, I didn't realize that he had actually, because she mentioned something about hiding in the bodies and whatnot, but I didn't realize that she had gotten stabbed until they showed that scene.
Yeah, I did think that him letting her live, right? Whenever, why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at Ryan. He's like, well, he was Vader when he did that.
It wasn't Anakin that stabbed the young.
I use the terms interchangeably, okay? Because at
Well,
that point, he didn't have the helmet. He still had 2 legs. So to me, he's still Anakin.
Okay, I'm pulling
this up. This is true. This is true. Rise is when he says rise, he's Darth Vader at that point.
Yeah.
There you go. That looks a little higher than the gut.
That's right in the spine. That's
right. So Qui-Gon could be paralyzed. That's fine. Maul gets cut in half and thrown down the shaft. Emperor gets thrown down the shaft. They all come back.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. As long as there's a little light bleeping somewhere.
But Padme dies of sadness. I mean, so my question is, do you believe?
I actually don't think she died of sadness.
No, I don't know where you saw that either, because I haven't heard that anywhere.
It's just a joke. Like, she died because she was sad. But the theory is that Palpatine sucked her life force in order to save Anakin. Which of everybody he could have done that to, he did it to Padme. What a dick.
See, I thought she just died in childbirth, basically.
Yeah, I think she was going to die in childbirth no matter what, because she's giving birth to 2 twins who are sucking all the midichlorians out of her because they're super force sensitive beings. I think if you give birth to 2 super midichlorian creatures, they'll probably like take all the life out of you. I don't know.
Well, I mean, then you would think that Shmi would have done it because Anakin had the highest.
One.
Huh?
She only had 1.
But he had the highest midichlorian count ever, like higher than Master Yoda, Obi says.
Right, but she was given that, like the Force burst it, right? So like the Force put all of those midichlorians in there.
Was it the Force or was it Palpatine?
Oh, I don't buy that one. I don't like that theory. I don't like the Palpatine. They reversed that, by the way. They put it in comics and then they said that it was a lie after everybody was like, that's stupid.
Oh my God.
That's just giving Palpatine way too much credit.
Yeah.
Oh, but the whole clone thing at the end of 9 is okay?
No.
And Rey is his grandkid? What?
No. I actually called that on episode 7. I don't know if you remember that or not. Yep.
You said the fighting style, right?
Her fighting style was reminiscent of his fighting style in episode 3. So, but anyway, we can tear apart and put back together and love Star Wars all night. So
that's why we get to talk about it, because we love it.
Sure.
Yeah.
We should have just put Star Wars spoilers, really, after everything we talked about.
Well, I mean, at this point, if people haven't seen the movie.
True.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, we talked about Rebels. We talked about upcoming stuff. We've been all over the place, right? Clone Wars. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, turn that off. You can, if anybody was like pausing it for some reason for an hour worth of spoilers, or keeping it quiet. But anyway, yeah, totally happy with Obi-Wan. Hope to make a season 2, 3, 4. I don't care. Keep making everything make Ahsoka, make
and Mandalorian 3 season also.
Mandalorian 3 coming next year, unfortunately. But Andor's coming 2 months from now. Is it a month? 2 months. 2 months.
We're getting something else Star Wars this year too. I don't know what it is. Ahsoka and Mando 3 are next year. There's something else Star Wars this year.
Bad Batch.
Bad Batch 2. Yep. Great series too. Have you started Bad Batch yet, Michael? All right. It's basically season 8 of Clone Wars. I mean,
I'm totally fine with it. I just
starts right after. Yeah. So
I just finished Stranger Things. I finished Ozark, so I'm catching up on some of the older stuff.
I only saw the first episode of Ozark, and I watched it off to the side while I was supposed to be working. I say supposed to be working because I couldn't stop watching it because it's like this constant, intense thing that you can't just have playing off the side. I said, okay, I can't do that, otherwise I won't work. So I haven't gone beyond episode 1. But
it's not always that intense. There's definitely a lot of flow in the show. But
I know.
It does,
I gotta get work done.
Yeah.
There's some shows I can put off to the side, and some shows I can't. So.
There's some good moments in it. A lot of it is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's also one of those things when you're watching the show, you can't turn away. Yeah. Because you want to figure out what's going on, kind of thing, right? And they hook you in the beginning, and it does progress pretty well, and then there are a lot of lulls, but the characters do a really good job of making you either care for them or hate them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some shows you can have off to the side, like Psych or Monk or something silly and goofy. Most of the talking over here, and you could look over every now and then and stuff. But there's some shows that have like an intensity to it, that I want to see the face of, and and I don't put those off to the side of work because then I can't pay attention. So.
I wouldn't say Psych could be put off to the side though, because there's a lot of references and stuff on screen that you want to see.
For me, it can because I've seen it 3 times all the way through. No, 4 times, 3.5 times all the way through.
Sure.
So I know some of these. You can tell me the titles of some of these. I'll be like, oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
I love that show.
I don't think I've ever.
If you like the '80s, Psych is great.
Oh.
Well, it's not all just it. Like the characters in there love the '80s, so they bring up a lot of '80s stuff, but. You don't have to know the 80s.
No. But if you're a fan of anything 80s, they do it really. They give you, moments a lot.
Oh yeah, Westworld season 4 came out. I haven't started watching it yet.
Was that the one where they created like the thing that was on repeat? Like people would go in and visit. Was that the same show?
So Westworld, well, it's based off of a 1970s movie called Westworld. Basically, like it's in the future, and they're able to create replicant androids that look and feel human.
Right.
And people get to go back to the West.
Watching the show, you basically watch the same episode 3 times because it's the same scene over and over.
Yeah, different people playing through it again.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah,
what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
it goes way off of that.
So I think through, I don't know. I don't know if I finished first season.
The first season was amazing. I just loved every bit of it.
Oh, no.
I can't imagine someone not
watching the same crap over and over again. And then, like, I get where they were going with the show. Like, I understand. But I think it was just like I wasted too much time.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt. So I don't know how I can get back to it, but yeah. I'd have to see.
But anyway, they're at season 4 now. I don't know. Season 3 kind of went off like in a really weird situation. I don't know how 4 is going to feel, but we'll see. I'll watch that too.
Yeah.
What else? You guys should see Arcane on Netflix.
Oh, I've seen that. I've watched that.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I loved it.
The middle of it, I was like, okay. But then as it wrapped up in the end, like it was really, really good.
He did such a good job of storytelling in that. Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, I would highly recommend that And yeah, Stranger Things was really good. I think this is my favorite season. Past
Me too.
maybe I want to go back and rewatch 1, 2, and 3. I might like 1 better than all of them just because it's the first one and all. But man, 4 was so good, and it's not even over yet. We have 2 more episodes coming. So
there were a lot of flashbacks where the cast looks so young.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it was really weird to see them from the beginning when they first met and everything, and you're like, holy shit. But it wasn't that long ago, but they still seemed so...
So here's part of the problem is that some of the actors, actually a lot of the actors in the show, I think were already older than what they were supposed to be at when they filmed the first season. So like, you know, if they were supposed to be 9 and they cast a 14-year-old, well, now they're dealing with the issue that the person is in their 20s and they're supposed to look 18 or 17. And so like some of them, is it Nancy? No, not Nancy. I don't know why I'm thinking Nancy. Is there a Nancy in the show? The one with the curly hair who's the journalist.
Yeah, that's Nancy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's not aging.
She's like 28 or something right now,
You
right?
can tell she's not a teenager. Like it's like it shows.
Well,
and same thing with her, like the guy that she's probably gonna end up with, like
with the bat. What's his name? Steve.
Yeah, you can
30
tell
years old.
not a teenager. Yeah.
But I would say he's actually pulling off like a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
I don't think she is as much, but I think he is.
Yeah. So I mean,
they also lost some time in between because they had filming shut down, as many did. So they lost time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they can make 11 look like a 9-year-old, but they can't make Anakin look just a little bit younger in his face.
Man, there are like pictures of him and Ewan McGregor side by side, basically like at the end of filming or whatever it is. And I kid you not, like he looks older than Ewan. Like he looks older, and he's 10 years younger. So it's like, But
I was fine with it. I liked. I mean, you know, movie magic and makeup, whatever. But I liked that they didn't do a Luke Skywalker to him or made, what's his name, Kurt Russell look younger in the beginning of Guardians. Like, I'm glad they didn't do that because it looks weird. Just looks weird.
I thought the Kurt Russell at the beginning of Guardians looked amazing.
But it still looked weird.
If you look at Kurt Russell in the 80s and what he looked like, it was like dead on.
But it still looked digital. It didn't look as digital as Tarkin. Like, I get it.
Yeah, Tarkin was super.
That was really bad.
But like Leia, when we meet Leia at the end of Rogue One, is like she looked great, but you can tell it wasn't.
It
was digital.
her.
But
I think Tarkin looked better than Leia did in Rogue One.
No.
Yeah.
She
had less to do.
His blinking was so so obvious to me when
she looked like a porcelain doll face, like someone was wearing a weird mask.
Yeah, that too.
And her lips didn't move right.
Yeah.
It's easier to do old men because of all the lines and stuff, like really give it more character. But with the smooth face 19-year-old Leia, like it just looked like a porcelain doll face. Like there's nothing going on there.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't touch Hayden.
I'm not saying they should have like totally redone it, but they can go in, take the wrinkles out of his eyes or something, you know?
It's from Battle.
He didn't have those in episode 3.
Yeah, he did.
How cool would it have been if during the practice, though, Obi Wan slipped and scarred him right there?
Do we know?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do we know how that happened?
There's something about like it's not canon. There's nothing canon about it.
So it just exists.
But I couldn't believe how hard they were sparring, and that was the thing too. Like when he I'm like, holy shit, guys! Like this isn't a lightsaber.
I know.
You see it in Obi's face too. Like when that's happening, you see at points when they focus on Obi. Obi's looking at him like, "Holy shit, dude!
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?"
Pull back a little bit.
It's training, right? From what I took from that at the end, where Obi takes his lightsaber and gives it back to him and says, "You're still a Padawan." Was that his training? Like, was Obi gonna knight him at that point or master him at that point?
I think so. I think that was one of his trials, and he still hasn't, and he didn't pass it. Maybe it wasn't the only trial, but I think it was definitely part of the trials of is he ready yet, and he didn't pass it.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think I know they should have done a thing where, as they were getting ready, you see them like move a little dial or something, and it kind of hits the floor but doesn't burn it. So you're like, okay, they turned it to taser mode. You know what I mean? Like,
do they have taser mode on laser swords?
So the little lightsabers that the kids use, and stuff, those are called training sabers, and they really are just kind of like a taser thing. Like it'll hurt, but it won't cut.
Huh.
I have the stats form for the D6 thing.
Interesting. Yeah, because all I could think about was, man, that is some.
But you know they can adjust the power flow and stuff like that. You see Qui-Gon adjust his a little bit before he stabs it into that door when he starts melting it and stuff. So they can. They've even showed like in legendary stuff, not canon, but they can adjust it to make them longer or shorter.
So that answers the figure question. Remember the figures, the orange backs?
The what?
When the figures were being re-released and they had the orange back figures, they had the orange. Do you know what I'm talking about?
On the packages?
Yeah. They were orange and then they were green, and the episode 1s had Darth Maul's face on it. The orange pack, Obi, Vader, Luke, Yoda, maybe not Yoda, or Obi, Vader, Luke definitely had variations where you were looking for the short saber or the long saber version of the figure.
Oh, weird.
like Boba Fett had the circle on the back of his hand or the triangle on the back of his hand. Like those were variants, but those figures had a long saber and a short saber, like a chase, I guess. But back then. Weird. But that's interesting that's canon, that they can adjust the length. I just thought it was a marketing tool, and maybe they made it canon now. Maybe it in itself made it canon, but
there are so many things that are like, oops, we messed up. Guess what? Now this is a new thing. Yeah. Right. I mean, half of that is Star Wars, right? That's how half of Star Wars is here.
Sure. That's funny.
All right, guys. Well, we're approaching almost 3 hours.
Head over to Discord.
Yeah, we can run over to Discord.
Yeah, sure.
So if you don't know, we run over to Discord and chat a little bit in our Bat Cave channel. The link is in the description below. Just come by and say hi. And if you're not watching this live, then always come by anyway. And somebody's there talking about stuff. Small community. If you just want to talk to geeky people about geeky stuff, we're there.
Yep.
Well put.
Yeah. All right. Awkward goodbye time. How do we say end of it? This is always the awkward part. How we end it.
Do you have your guitar? You took out the guitar thing, didn't you?
I totally did. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't trust you with that guitar thing.
I did it once, and I said I would never do it again, and I hadn't.
I was just cleaning it up. I still have it if we want to use it and stuff. Here, I know what I'll do. I'll just kill everybody and say goodbye. Bye.
Bye.